Yo, what's going on, people? What's crack-a-lackin'? What's going on, Jimmy John, Jimmy Bob? I don't know why I'm talking about Jimmy Bob's, but what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to Lefty Live. Gonna have my boy Colin on tonight. Colin Mason Pierre, the design man behind Divo. We're going to open up some prototypes. I have a bunch of shit that I need to open when I got back from vacation. I recorded a video last night where I opened a bunch of it. I'll probably drop that tomorrow because one of the knives, there's like an embargo. I can't show you until tomorrow afternoon. So I'll probably drop the video then. And then I have 2 sets of prototypes from Kubi that I need to open still. I have this Kubi I need to open. I have a couple of Best Techs or Best Tech Man knives. I have a whole box from CountyCom. And then Casey sent me some new Kershaw. And there might be something else in here. So I'm finally getting through the shit that's just been piling up here. It's crazy. And I need to do videos on the stuff I opened before I left for vacation. So just kind of piled up here is what happened. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a good thing. Anyway, cheers. Love you guys. Good to see you again. Glad to be back. Messing up your TV screens and your phone screens, pissing off your family members because I'm over here cursing and hooting and hollering. Hope you guys are doing well. I see Jim Miller's here, Craig's here, Marco's here, Crewware's here. What's up, guys? How you doing? Nuts for Knives is here. Space Ghost. B Shady. What's up, dog? Blade Walker. What's cracking, dude? Hope you all have a great show. Got to call it a night. Thanks, man. I hope you have a great night. Thanks for stopping by, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Twisted Sis, what up? Wow, look at that. You said what up, too. What up back at you? JD, what's up? My homie, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm going to miss a bunch of you guys, so I apologize for that in advance. But welcome to everybody here. Robert Feely, Sterling Stutz, what up? Todd Carr. Rob Feely, Paul, John. What's up, John? Casey's here. What up? Kevy Poo. Marceau says nip is a flashlight, right? Nope. I posted a video on a flashlight today, though, Marceau. I've been carrying this guy for the past week or so. Love it. This is the titanium version of that Loop Gear SKO3 that I really like. And I found it in Nichia 519A, which is fantastic, 4000K, which is a lot better than this one. They sent me with 6500K Phillips. So this is a lot better. Really enjoyed carrying it. I did today switch back to my La Lima Malini Slim. I do want to get one of those new Dawson Machine Craft. I want to get one of their new ones. Some new slim model. Let's see. Demon Knock. What's up, dude? I don't know if I got you already, but Grizzle Bear Leather Crafting. What's up, Grizzle Bear? Great name. If you guys didn't know, I don't know if when you were little, if you guys saw the show or read the books, the Berenstein Bears. Well, I didn't know this until I was like 30. but it's actually the Berenstain Bears. It's spelled Stain, Berenstain Bears. And I would have bet you $1,000 it was Berenstain Bears. I swear they were Jewish, but apparently they're not. Looks like Colin's here, but then he dipped out. I don't know what he's doing. He took a look at me and was like, wrong live stream. I'm out of here. Who is this guy? Who is this clean-shaven maniac not wearing a hat? Oh wait, he's back. He came back. I thought he bailed. What up, Jordan? Let me bring him on. Yo, dude. What's up?
Yo. What's up?
Not much.
Sorry, I was connected to my other headphones.
Oh, gotcha. You have like a glare or something.
A beam of light? Yeah.
Right down the center.
I don't know how to get rid of that.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. You'd have to be on the other side of it or something. But that's fine. I thought it was something you might be able to do or change. But
I tried to clean my camera off. It's not doing shit. It's this.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna change that. Although, I don't know. It's just a crazy glare.
It changed the angle of it a little bit, huh? Whoa.
It's just straight down.
There we go.
That's a little better.
A little better?
It doesn't matter. I have the knives mostly. Well, you have the benders.
I got the benders, man.
Which reminds me, did you get pictures of those or anything?
No, not yet.
If you get a chance to do it and you can send a couple of them back to me before next weekend, that'd be cool. I'm having some dudes are coming to help me QC the nips, and they were asking to check them out. Maybe you could just send me the Lefty and the fancy one.
Yeah.
If you don't mind. I really like that fancy one.
It's pretty.
I figured you'd want the basic bitch one.
Yeah, this is my favorite, obviously.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
The Colin edition.
Colin edition. Yeah, dude. I'll take pics and I'll send them to you next week.
Yeah. Wow, I gotta cut. There's a lot of comments. I wanted to talk about the DLC thing. I wanted to cover that because I think it's important that we talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing most people don't care, but it bothered me, so
It's shady.
Definitely fair that we talk about it. JD's been a member for 7 months. Can't wait to let my nip light hang out, baby. Hell yeah, dude. I got them right here in that. If you saw the thumbnail, they're sitting in this little makeup case that I use to put shit on top of my desk. That's Mandela effect. Affected? It was Berenstain.
Oh, I heard you talking about the Berenstain Bears.
No, dude. I literally have the book in the other room from my kid.
Berenstain Bears?
Yeah, I'll show you. Where's the StreamYard? Here it is. All right, so, oh my God. How did that?
I think the Mandela effect is that people thought it was Berenstain Bears, but it really was Berenstain Bears, right?
So this is how it's spelled. Berenstain Bears. And that's how it's always been spelled.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, isn't it?
But I would have literally never guessed it was spelled that way. It's just one of those things you just never looked at because you just assumed it was Berenstain. But one of my wife's coworkers told us that like a couple of years ago. She was over for dinner or something, and it just came up.
Well, you've heard of the Mandela effect, right?
Yeah. Isn't that sort of like a gaslighting type deal?
I mean, I think a lot of it's bullshit. I think it started with people thinking that Nelson Mandela died in prison when he actually didn't, but
yeah.
And now all these things, like the Berenstain Bears is like a popular one people talk about all the time.
Hello, sir. Oh, maybe that's why she talked about it then.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing people talk about. Trying to do another one that's not an HOTM. What's an HOTM?
Something of the month.
Trying to do another one. Another what? Okay, cool. Casey says, Colin!
What up, man?
Colin, a.k.a. the brains of Divo.
I'll take it.
Southpaw all day. Let's go. Hell yeah, dude. Welcome, Joe Breeding. Welcome, sir.
What up? What up?
The other half.
Rare appearance.
Takes a real man to build the left-handed frame lock. Well, I'll tell you, I didn't build shit, so can't tell you if it was a man or a woman. Be Shady. He's been a member for 8 months. Thank you both for all you guys are doing. Well, thank you, dude. We appreciate the support.
Be Shady reps the hell out of Divo on Instagram, man. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. And we hope you guys stick with us for the next, I don't know, 3 months, because there might be literally a drop every 2 weeks
A lot
for
of
the
shit
next
coming.
3 months. We got the nip lights are dropping on 8/15. We have confirmed 8/15 Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern. And they're dropping all over the place because traditionalpocketknives.com has one. I guess we could run through them now. Did you get that package?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, this is the traditionalpocketknives.com version in smooth Ultim and belt satin. Dude, they absolutely killed this compared to the Ultim they did on the Growler prototype. Remember that?
Oh, they fucking ruined that, dude.
It was so bad. I'm so glad that Austin asked for smooth Ultim.
Yeah.
And then I just sent a picture of the penguin he had and asked if they could do it. And they were like, yeah, smooth Ultim, we could do that. And I'm like, why don't you do this with all of your knives
It looks
that have
so
Ultim?
good.
But yeah, this thing looks so sexy. And then you can see right through the milling pockets. They look sick. And if you get the right light, you can basically see the belt satin through there when it's closed. But the one thing that I think is really cool is you can see the detent ball hole or the detent ball there and the stop pin. And then as you open it, you can see the hole there traveling.
Yeah.
And then when it's locked up, I don't know, it's just really cool that you can see all that stuff. And the action is sick on these. We went to this low profile clip. We asked them to seat it down a little deeper so it would be a little bit more comfortable in hand. You're still going to feel it, but it's not uncomfortable. This one's gorgeous. Traditionalpocketknives.com on that one. And then White Mountain Knives has the blue aluminum.
That looks so good.
Yeah. Blue hard anodized aluminum with belt satin as well. And they all have the little plastic ring under the clip so that if you're left-handed, I can show you because I carried, this one's aluminum. I carried it. You can see I reversed it. This is the side where the clip was, and you can't see shit. So now if I flipped it, you'd probably see a couple of spots right there. Because no matter how good or durable that finish is, these clips are going to mar them up just because they're steel and they're literally putting a lot of tension on there. But yeah, this one's at White Mountain Knives. And then this one is at Blade Binge, except it has teal accents. I swapped it out for which I'm still not sure if it's Zircuti or Timascus. They call it Zircuti. And sometimes I think it is. And then other times I just think it's Timascus. But It looks great either
Yeah,
way.
you can see the pattern on the backspacer really well. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks great. I looked up the price again today, and I think they'll probably be like 45 or 50 bucks. I think I might have been saying 35 or 40, but when I looked it up today, I realized that that's close to what we're paying. So it's not as cheap as I thought it was, but it's definitely, I mean, we paid $50 a backspacer for the Buzz backspacers.
Yeah.
And this, you're going to be able to buy the set with the collars and the backspacer for that price. And that was what we paid. So we had to charge like 85 bucks just for a backspacer. So this is much more manageable, which I think is better considering it's a $100 knife. But anyway, normally this would have teal accents. So I apologize. I can't show you that in its original form. I'll probably switch it back when I do a video going over them all. But it looks sick with the Zircuti. So that one's at Blade Binge. And then on our website, we'll have 3 versions. We have a user finish, which is black G10. So this is also the only G10 version. So if you don't like aluminum or you don't like Ultim, you want something that's more like a user, you can get this G10 one with the stonewashed collars, black hardware and backspacer, and then a stonewashed blade.
That turned out really nice.
Yeah, it is really nice.
I like the collars on it.
And we only ordered 50 of these because I'm assuming most people are going to want belt satin or aluminum or whatever, but we figured some people might be like, we basically did it because there's going to be people who are like, aluminum, I hate it. And if you hate aluminum, you probably hate Ultim. So there's going to be people who are like, I wish there was just a G10. Well, here it is. So we have that one. And then we have a purple aluminum that looks so good. That purple is sexy as hell, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome.
With a belt satin and then all satin accents. This one will be on our site as well as that G10 one. They all, dude, I've opened probably, I don't know, 10 or 15 so far, and they're all just money. Like, the more that you have Kubi make something, the better they get at it. Like, look at the growlers and the mashes. They just crush those the more we order them. So that's the purple. And then the last one is probably my favorite, although I love the Ultim and I like a lot of them. But this one is just cool.
Yeah, dude.
It's gray, hard anodized aluminum with purple collars and backspacer and black hardware, and then a black wash blade. These are all 150
combo, dude.
What?
A unique combo.
Yeah, I don't even remember where we came up with this.
Same.
I don't know if it was you or me or just a combination, and we just, because it's such an odd combo, I would never just picture it like, you know what I mean? I'd have to see it to be like, yeah, that looks great.
Yeah.
But I guess we got lucky and just guessed some shit. So it looks great
too. It looks awesome.
And then we're gonna have a few, like probably 8 of each kit. We'll have purple, blue, black, and then the Zircuti / Timascus kits. And those will all be on our website. So if you like this, but you want it all blacked out, you could do that. Or you could change it to blue or Zircuti or whatever. So anyway, those are the nip lights. They'll be $99 retail. And if you get it at White Mountain Knives or our website, it'll be, you could knock off basically $9, $10 if you use a Lefty 10 code. I think Traditional Pocket Knives is going to have their like affiliate links that work. So Lefty TPK would take $5 off or whatever. And I don't know about Blade Binge, but either way, I mean, it's like $5 or $10 difference. So anyway, that's the Nip Light. I wanted to cover that, and that'll drop on the 15th.
Appreciate it, man.
And then the Lush is going to drop on the 20. What is it? The 28th, 29th.
29th.
Yeah, I think that's Thursday too, right?
It's
like 2 weeks later. Yeah. The Lush will drop, and we have 5 versions of that. I don't have them here yet. Once I get them, probably next week's live, I'll show you all those. Casey, 12 months. Supporting Kev like he's Mother Teresa. Hell yeah. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to go. I think my kid's going to bed. I'm just going to say goodnight. If you want to just read a couple comments or something.
Hey. What up, dudes? Derek, I appreciate it, man.
I know. I would love to read.
Call boys are they haven't shipped them yet. They're done. We just have to. We're waiting on the final wire to clear on the tall boys before they ship them. And then they're coming here, coming to my house. So we don't know when they're coming, but soon. And let's see who's gonna have. I think TPK will have a.
Yeah, definitely have
version of that, and so will Blade Binge, I believe, and then we'll sell some on our site.
All right.
Yeah, overseas wires are taking for fucking ever these days for some reason, so we're just waiting on that here.
Oh, are you talking about the tall boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Just waiting on that, and the Nip lights or the Nip slips. They should probably be the next one after. It'll either be the tall boy or the Nip slips after the Lush, which will probably be another couple weeks after or a month after. And then whichever one of those didn't drop, it'll be the other one that drops after that. And then we still have the Fireball is going to be done soon. And Traditional Pocket Knives has the Stout V2 exclusives. That should be done soon too. So we have, it's like 6 knives that are dropping in the next couple months. I probably missed something. The Barleys are also. He shipped me. He shipped me those today.
He shipped you the.
He shipped me one of each to like show off and shit. And I'm assuming they're shipping the pre-orders as we speak. And then they're going to do a drop probably in, I think he was saying October.
Nice.
Or something, November, something like that. He was talking Q4. So.
Okay.
When did you guys start making Jaegers? Left my ass off. Oh, yeah, we get that one on the Nip occasionally. Funny story. We actually talked to Brian Brown about it because Colin got a little concerned when we got a couple people who said it looked like a mini Jaeger when we first designed it. And I think you talked to Brian Brown, right? I don't think it was.
Yeah, I just messaged him on Instagram and sent it to him, and he was like, "Yeah, similar blade shape, but totally different handle." And
I think what he said was, "I don't know why people think they're similar. Like, I think he's had other knives compared to it, and he's like, I'm not the first person to put a hole on a Warney."
Right.
But anyway, yeah, we talked to Brian Brown about it, and he wasn't concerned about it at all. And I don't really think they look similar, except for the fact that the blade shape is similar.
Sure.
But the handle, all that shit's different.
Yeah. I think the Jaeger was just so popular. And,
Oh, yeah. Jaeger's fucking. I don't know how. I wonder how he did on the last one. I know he did Vanek, so I'm guessing it did well. And he was selling them direct, and the pricing was like better again. It was like $350, not $400 like last time.
Yeah.
Do those fit? Oh, okay. Good question. So the kits do not fit the OG. I have a video coming. It's a terrible video. I was like half asleep and I disassembled the nip light. I always like to do a video disassembling the knife we're dropping. And yeah, I thought the kits would just swap. I really did. I thought the backspacers and the collars would swap and it would just be the clip that you wouldn't have, because obviously the clip is now a wire clip, not milled. Which honestly, if you have both, the wire clip's better. Because the original nip, that was like the one
that was a stiff
feedback
clip
we got, was the clip was too tight. And this just goes in and out. It's a wire clip. It's fantastic. But anyway, the barrel spacers, the holes where they go through are different. So the backspacer does not fit. And the collars, it seems like they're a little thicker. I don't know why, like what changed in there, maybe because of the material or something. Oh, actually, I think it is. Remember, we started asking them to make them thicker.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's right. We asked them to make it thicker because people, we didn't have like a bunch of issues or anything, but on the carbon fiber on the nips, we had one or two people, right? Where the little tab, the captive tab, it's just not thick enough of material. Like when it's titanium, it's fine. But when it's carbon, if you like over tighten your pivot or something, it can literally just kind of crack off a piece of that little captive tab. So we asked Kubi to make it like it's like 1/4 of a millimeter thicker or whatever. But when I tested it, the pivot collar just stood out a little bit higher. So I mean, it kind of works, but technically, no, the kits will not transfer. So I thought they would, but they don't. So there you go. That answers that question. See if I missed anything. I'm trying to skip ahead. I love the Ultim because it's unique. Yeah, dude, I'll be honest. I literally hate Ultim. Like, it's one of my least favorite handle materials next to like G10, which I accept G10 on budget stuff because it's like makes sense, you know? Like black G10 on a knife that's $100 or less. Yeah, whatever. I get it. But Ultim's usually more expensive. And to me, it's like worse than G10 because it rarely has good grip. By the way, this one, because of the milling we added, feels great in your hand. But anyway, I usually hate it. And for some reason, I mean, maybe I'm just biased because it's our knife. I fucking love how this looks and feels. I swear the edges are chamfered or contoured even better than like on the aluminum or G10. Like I swear, and Colin, you can confirm this when you get it. Yeah. It's like more rounded than it is on aluminum or G10. It's just so nice, man. And I think it's because they essentially polish the shit out of this, right? I mean, it's smooth Ultim. Yeah. So they have to do that. Yeah, this is probably the most impressive one to me compared to what I thought. Like, I didn't think it would be as good as it is. And it's one of my favorites, if not my favorite. Trying to be not so biased because we work with multiple dealers, but I think I do like that one the best.
I think it needs to come tomorrow.
Great call by Austin on that. Austin has some great ideas.
Shout out to Austin, dude.
Yeah, he's the man. Like on the Chaser, his idea on the Chaser, I don't want to ruin it. Never would have thought to do that. I still don't know how it's going to turn out, but it's unique.
Yeah.
And it ties in with, with him and everything. So it's cool. Yeah. Anyway, dude's awesome.
Yeah. No, he's awesome to work with.
Wire clips are friendly. Yep. I like the blacked out version. Yeah. The blacked out version is always a good one. And it looks great with the teal too from Blade Bid. So I don't know, man. I could be convinced that the teal is actually looks nicer than this, because unless you have this in like good lighting, like yesterday, if you look at my stories yesterday, I was out like outside in the sun and I was looking at it and I was like, damn, that's sexy. But if you're in like a, not studio lit room, it doesn't stand out as much, and then it kind of loses its appeal. But the teal always looks good, and you just have the blacked out nature of it. So
on the bender, that's one of the reasons why I did this sort of the lanyard hole that way, so you could see more of the backspacer, profile of the backspacer.
That answers that, dude. Because somebody left me a comment, asked, why wouldn't you like have that all covered or whatever? Like, yeah, you're gonna have the lanyard hole. Why not just cover it up? But that makes sense to have that.
Yeah.
So you can see the material.
No, I did it specifically for like something like this, because we always have backspacers like this, and like it looks cool, but you get sort of the side cut view or whatever of, you don't get the full on like nice swirly stuff.
Yeah, that is cool.
And looks good with the blue too.
Yeah, screw that and make 2,000 sell out quick. 2,000 of what? I mean, we just don't do that many of anything because we want to do a lot of different things. We would have to do like 2 knives a year if we did huge numbers like that. And we just prefer to be doing like constant new shit, So I don't know. It's kind of a give and a take. And then the ones that do well, we reorder,
I think the nip light is probably the biggest order that we've ever placed, right?
No. So the nip light we did 600, I think. We did the pony, the original pony, we did 800, remember? Because that was the minimum.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And those actually did really well.
Yeah.
They did better than the premium ones. They're still available at White Mountain Knives.
Yep.
And that knife is so good too. But I think what happened with the premium pony is it falls into a weird category. Like it's $175, so it's not budget, but it's not like ultra premium pricing. So it has S90V, but it's not like carbon fiber. It has a wire clip. It's not belt satin. And I think that knife kind of confirmed something for me, which is we can't do knives like that where we let the pricing dictate what we're doing. And that's what we did with that knife.
Yeah.
We wanted belt satin, but because that was going to add like, I don't know, with QSP, it's insane. I think it's like $20 or like $15 to do belt satin.
Yeah.
So the knife would have been easily $200 with belt satin. We would have loved to have done a milled clip, but that added $10 or whatever. And so we ended up kind of like backing off of things. And we just went stonewash blade, wire clip, so we could keep that price at $175. But, 6 months before that, we dropped the nip with camo carbon and S90V and a milled clip, all tie hardware for the same price. So I think we kind of shot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah. Yeah.
What we should have done is just said, okay, that price isn't going to work with this knife. Let's move it to Kubi. And then if we had done that knife with Kubi, we could have got all of that, kept the price the same, and it probably would have done extremely well. So we live and we learn. We learn lessons from it. It's still a great knife, and I think for the price, it's still fantastic.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's like that amazing that it is going to sell as well as like the nip did.
We're constantly just like, we should have done that with Kubi. You know, they're just like their price point is so good, their quality control is so good.
Yeah.
It's hard
I
to
mean, it's starting to get to a point where it's like, what is the reason not like personally? So it's hard to know if other people see it, but personally, if I compare like a Stout V2 and whatever, like a Nip or even the Growler prototypes we did with them, I can see where the money's going.
Yeah.
With Best Tech, like those Stout V2s are so damn good. Like the inlays are so good, the milling, the grind, the finish on the blade and everything.
But those premium growlers were like fucking nipping at the heels of those, dude. They were so good.
They were good, but there was concern with it. Like the inlays weren't perfect. You know, they weren't perfectly flush.
Blade was
but that knife would have been $199. It would have been fine.
Yeah.
You know, so that's where it's like, to me, it's like Kubi makes the most sense for most of our shit, honestly. I just need to see them get a little better with inlays. If they could get to the level that like QSP is at, not quite Riot, not quite Best Tech, but like damn close.
Yeah.
Then I think there's almost no reason to not use them.
It's true. When it comes to inlays, it's like if it comes to like if it were a milled tie thing, like Kubi could pull this off.
Yeah.
You know, this is the bender.
We really could have them prototype that knife. We could try it.
Yeah.
I was thinking we might try Riot with it. I don't know. It's just we don't want to do pre-orders anymore. And you know, it's a conversation right now because our bank account is like empty because we've paid for literally all these knives and we haven't sold any yet, right? So we're hoping the Nip Light and the Lush and the Tall Boys and all that shit that is coming up, that we're going to recoup a lot of cash, and then we can order a bender from Best Tech where we can afford up front to pay for $400 or $500 or something at the price that those things cost, which is, you know, like the difference between using Kubi and Best Tech is it's really, you know, you're talking $100,000 for a run versus, you know, 50 or less. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it makes a big difference when you're fronting all the money, which we want to do. We don't want to do pre-orders. So, but Best Tech is the most expensive OEM. I'm not sure it's close.
That we've ever worked with.
People say Riot's expensive, but I've talked to people that use Riot. They're not as expensive as Best Tech. Like they're a good bit less than Best Tech. So if we could find a company like that, like Riot, where the quality is literally the same or maybe even better than Best Tech, but the price is less, then it makes sense to go that route. But it's starting to get hard to justify the Best Tech orders.
Yeah.
For me, just because of the total cost involved. And then, you know, it ties up so much money. And I mean, that literally right now, we could not order that knife if we wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, sorry, I'm just oversharing right now. But anyway, that leads me to the DLC conversation. So I got comments when I posted the Bender prototype. I got a comment from Dylan. What's his Knife Addict Dylan? I think he has a YouTube channel. Check it out. He's a very honest reviewer. He does his own mods. But he left a comment that said Best Tech doesn't do DLC. They just call it that. So, because I think in my description or whatever, or when I was talking in the reel with the prototype, I said this one's DLC. And he said they don't do DLC. It's PVD, whatever. And I said, well, where are you getting that information? Like, can you give me more details so I can look into it, you know? But as far as I know, we've always been told it's DLC, right?
Yeah. That's what we've asked for. That's what they've called it.
Yeah. And we've asked for DLC in their booklet of materials. It literally lists it as DLC on every invoice that we've had. It says DLC. So we obviously assumed it was DLC. We advertised it as such, which brings me to the first point of this. So the Buzz and the Stout V2s, any of those that are black coated, the handle or the blade, those are not DLC. They're PVD. It's still a very good finish. It's a durable finish, but it's not DLC. DLC is better. Better and more durable, stronger, whatever. Some people could argue aesthetics or whatever, but for the purposes of this statement, it's better. So we didn't know that, but that's on us. We thought we were getting DLC, but we definitely could have done more research, done a better job deciphering that. I don't think either of us really questioned it and thought to like test it or whatever. Neither of us is like a hardcore user. So like we didn't, you know, cut a bunch of like fucking steel rope with it and go, fuck, it's scratching, you know?
Yeah.
But that's definitely on us for not knowing. So, you know, like we apologize to anybody who has one that thought they had DLC, and that's important to them, because I think for some people it is, you know. So sorry, you know,
our bad.
Yeah, if anybody's, you know, if anybody's pissed off or whatever, hit me up. We can chat about it. But anyway, so I talked to Best Tech. I asked them, is this DLC or not? Because you're calling it that. We've always been told it's DLC. I'm kind of sure I actually asked back in the day and was told it was DLC, but maybe that was QSP with the original stout. And they answered and said no. They said it's a PVD finish. And they basically said everybody in China has done a PVD finish, and a lot of people call it DLC. Their kind of thing was that they thought it was the same thing. They didn't really realize what the differences were. And then they said recently they actually found a shop that does true DLC, and they now do have that as an offering. But any of the customers that have asked for it, they've given prices for DLC and PVD, and they all end up going with PVD because it's just so much more expensive to do DLC. Now, they never offered us either option or whatever. So I don't know when that started, or, you know, whatever, or if that was just them, you know, I don't know. But that was the response we got. And I asked them for updated pricing on the bender to see like what's the difference if we wanted to do true DLC. But the thing is, they're already the most expensive. So then you're adding, even if it's a little bit, it's a lot, you know? Yeah. But it also turns out that Riot was doing the same thing. So I have the GOM from Renegade, and he was told this was DLC. And so that's what he listed it as and all of that, because he asked, I believe he asked for DLC and he was told this was DLC, etc. But I tested this because I thought this was DLC. So this was going to be my test case to compare to the bender when I asked Colin to test it. And when I first tested it, I just kind of lightly, I took I'll show you guys, and I apologize, I'm not really reading a ton of comments right now. I will get to them if you guys have questions. I'm skipping ahead, by the way, just so I can catch up. We did have a member for 18 months. Shout out to Jesse. Blade Binge came up with a really nice combo there. Yeah, I love their dark mode combos.
It's great.
Yeah, they're great. Okay. So I took a bit driver, right, with a T6 in it, and I just kind of went like this on the blade lightly. And it didn't really mark it up. I used alcohol, wiped it off, and, you know, I could faintly see some stuff, but not much. And then Colin, I asked him to do it on the Bender prototype, and he said it scratched, but he said I really leaned into it, or what, I forget.
Yeah, I was bearing down on it pretty good.
Yeah, he said I bared down on it pretty hard. And then I was like, oh, well, maybe I should try that. So I did, and then this was clearly getting scratched. So when you have PVD, it looks good. It's black coated. It's pretty durable. But it seems the HRC is not much higher than the blade is, right? It's still going to be like a 60 something HRC most likely, where a true DLC is like 80 HRC, and it won't scratch from something like this, which I can show you because I unboxed this last night. This is the Kaiser Militaw in mirror polished DLC. And that's awesome. I will show you what true DLC is like. So I'm going to clean the blade off here. And I guess I'll do it on that side because that's the side I'm showing. So you can't see anything, right? So if I take this bit driver and I just rub the shit out of it, fuck, I hit the edge. Hopefully it did not fuck the edge up. Anyway, that's not going to protect your edge, but you can see, I don't even know if you'll see the scratches.
Yeah, you can't see anything here.
From what I just did, when I did it last night, you could see the surface level scratches, and then I literally just went like this, and it all just came right off, and there's nothing on it. Like, I just went to town on this thing with a bit driver, and it still is perfectly mirror polished without a single scratch on it. That's what real DLC does. So if you ever need to test it to find out, I suggest you do it on a spot that you won't see. I knew what was going to happen, but yeah. So that, you know, I didn't realize how fucking awesome DLC was until the other day when I did that test on a Tuya I sold it right after, basically, because it just wiped right off. Didn't even matter. But it made me appreciate real DLC way more than I thought, because I kind of was the same way. I was just like, it's all the same shit, you know?
Yeah.
But it's not the same shit.
Which probably explains why we had some little issues with finishes on the Stout V2, and
it totally explains on the Stout V2, we had the belt satin DLC versions. We thought it was DLC, obviously. And when they made those, they had defective ones that had like missing, like the satin was showing through, like spotting through or whatever. And I think there was 27 that were like that they had to hold back or redo or whatever. I forget. We had a few that we ended up selling for less that had a couple of those spots. We had a couple of people hit us up that, you know, we missed it in QC. Like Colin tried to find it and all the examples. But if it had been true DLC, I bet it wouldn't have been a problem, because that's when you do true DLC, this is what you get. Whatever the finish is below the DLC, that's what you see. So you just have to do a belt satin and then put the DLC on, and it'll look like a satin DLC. Where I think with the PVD, they had to do some magic or use a thin coat. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as I know a few people with that one and they love it and it's held up. But yeah. So basically, if it came from China and is listed as DLC, don't believe it unless you get it tested. Yeah, I mean, so that's where in my video unboxing this last night, I haven't posted it, but I filmed it. I knew that this was real DLC because on their box they put whatever polished DLC, and then on like this knife from Kaiser, they just call it black or black wash or whatever. They don't try to call this DLC. And I don't think Kaiser has ever done that, but they just started doing this a couple months ago. So it does make sense that now Best Tech is saying we found a shop that does it, because it's probably the same shop.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Or it is Kaiser.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we know Tuya started doing it as well a few months ago when they came out with the Wrath V2 and the whatever the other one was that had it. And they have that really cool looking belt satin DLC. So we know they do it, and I'm pretty sure Kunwu does it as well. So there's definitely true DLC from China, but I think it is more of a more recent thing. But anyway, I wanted to address it because it happened. It's a thing we just found out, but I didn't want to just pretend it didn't happen. So we wanted to let you guys know. And if anybody has a problem with it on one of our knives, certainly hit us up. We'll figure something out. But obviously we didn't intentionally try to mislead you or anything. I'm guessing that most people buying the knives probably assume it's not DLC when they buy it. The people who actually know shit, that's probably what they've been doing. They're just like, oh yeah, they call it DLC, but I hate that. Like, I don't want people thinking we're just calling it DLC because, So anyway, that's the.
It's a good PVD.
It's a good. I love how the Best Tech was like, it's a high quality still. It's high quality still. Yeah. Okay, but it's not DLC. It doesn't really. And the reasoning that everybody else does it is like not very good. So I didn't love the response, but I mean, what are they going to say? I guess they did say like they kind of just learned that too, that there was a difference and everything. So I kind of understand that. I don't necessarily understand why they were calling everything DLC instead of just calling it like black coating or because I'll give Shieldon credit. They told us they were like, it's a titanium nitride finish or whatever.
Right.
They gave us the exact material. And there's a whole conversation around this. If you want to get nerdy with people, I suggest you talk to Rochambeau or Knife Nerdery, but just so you're aware, PVD is a process. It's not an actual material. The titanium nitride I just mentioned, I think it's TICN maybe.
That's what Spyderco does on some of their
I think it's titanium carbon nitride, and that's how you get it black maybe. Where TIN is like gold. But that's the actual material coating, and then it's applied by PVD, which is what is it? Something vapor dispersion or powder vapor dispersion. I don't know, whatever PVD stands for. And DLC stands for diamond-like coating, which I also think is actually a process. Or no, DLC can be applied in PVD process. So there's different ways to apply DLC. So there's all that stuff to it, whatever. I'm not an expert on it, not claiming to be. I'm just telling you what we've learned, and I wanted to put it out there for you guys. So anyway, I'll shut up about that. But if you guys have questions or whatever, definitely let us know or hit us up or whatever. So, yes. Kunwu has real DLC. Yeah, I believe that. Kunwu's, they're always trying to strive to do the actual best shit when it comes to like performance in a knife. I think Kunwu's very strong in that category. PVD is like 67 HRC. DLC is around 98 according to Google. Yeah, that's why that bit did nothing to it, but it'll scratch slightly on a PVD. What media would you need to stonewash a DLC coat? Diamond only? That's a great question. Like, can you even do a black wash on a DLC?
Yeah.
Yes. You would literally just stonewash the blade before you apply it. And then you would have a DLC wash, essentially. It just takes on, basically, the way I kind of think about it, I don't know this for a fact, but I think DLC is a thinner, like it's strong and durable as hell, but it's actually thinner than PVD. And I've already known personally that I don't prefer PVD. That's why we always do a black wash on our blades, because we don't like the straight PVD because it looks like paint, Yeah. Where DLC is thin. So it takes on, it's basically translucent. It's black, but it's translucent, or whatever you call that, where you can kind of see through it a little bit. It's kind of like on your, I don't know, what is it called? Like on my thumbnail maker or whatever, I have a little sliding bar for how translucent something is, or opaque, or whatever the word is, where you can make it, thicker looking or thinner looking,
Yeah.
And DLC is like thinner coating. So they actually mirror polished the M390 under here, and then they applied it. And that's why it has that look. Anyway.
Looks awesome.
I'm guessing Pyrotech is using real DLC, but I could be wrong. You'd have to ask them, but
they're ex-Kaiser people, right?
What?
Pyrotech?
Yeah, so if they have a connection to Kaiser, then they could get the real DLC. I don't know. First time I ran into DLC, it was on the forks of motorcycles years ago. Nice. But yeah, so anyway, shout out to Dylan, Knife Addict Dylan, for the comment, and then the information after. He replied to me and answered, instead of having some kind of hostile conversation in the comments because somebody called us out saying that's not really DLC. We just had a conversation. He gave me the information I needed. I looked into it, found out he's right, thanked him for helping us out, And then I had somebody else comment on my video, and that's what sparked me because that was the second time I'd heard it, once from Dylan and once from this person. And I apologize. I can't remember who it was. Thank you, by the way. And that was when I was like, okay, I'm going to look into this because it seems odd that I'm hearing it, and it's weird that it's just now, like, we're finding that out. Maybe we just haven't been paying attention, but I feel like this should have been a thing years ago, right?
You would think. We don't do a ton of coated blade stuff, so
yeah.
Anyways, good to know now.
Yep.
Get it, Dylan.
So the Stout V2s that are coming for traditional pocket knives, he did do a black wash version that is a PVD black wash, but he's going to list it as a PVD black wash. So, but yeah, Blake, thank you, man. I appreciate it. We're glad you love the knife. He has a Lefty Stout V2 where the detent ball popped out.
Oh, shit.
We've had one or two of those. I actually just sent another one back. That was like the first or second one we had. I don't know what it is with the lefties. Maybe they just didn't know how to press the ball in properly, or but I have extra inserts. So if he's sending it in and then I'm just swapping it out. But I have to have the knife because you can't just put a new insert in, which it sounds easy. And when you look at knives in the last 10 years, they've started having steel inserts. It sounds simple, like, oh, you just swap the insert. Well, there's more to it. There's little intricacies like lock stick. The millimeters matter.
Yeah.
And when they tune the knife from factory, they're tuning it with that steel insert, not another one. So it's literally tuned in with that insert to not have lock stick and whatever. So if you just put a new insert in, you can end up with lock stick. The detent can change because obviously the detent ball is in there. And depending on how much that detent ball is pressed in or not, you could have a stronger or weaker detent. So whenever, well, it's only happened the one time I did it or whatever, but I just swapped it out. And then I tried to feel out the detent before I changed it. I just pressed the ball back in and then I try to match it and then make sure there's no, so I have to go through, like, I think with the last one, I had to use 2 or 3 inserts before I hit the right one. And then it takes like 5 or 10 flips before it like breaks in and then you have no stick.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
Yep.
But we haven't had any right-handed ones, right? With that.
I haven't heard of any.
Yeah, it's just been like 2, now 3 left-handed ones. I think my lefties are just hanging and banging, you know?
Best Tech just has the thing with left-handed knives too.
Well, I don't know, dude, because pretty much all, other than the detent ball thing, the stout V2s that are lefty have all been fantastic. Like, I mean, I've handled a bunch now, and they've all been like amazing. So, but they suck at left-handed prototypes.
The protos, yeah.
We never prototyped the V2 lefty.
True.
Like the Bender prototype, if you handle the right-handed ones, they're all like perfect. They click when they close, whatever. The left-handed one, it's like it's got a little bit of lash, and then when it closes, it has like a thud. And Colin and I both hate a thud. I don't care how good a D10 is. If the acoustic is like rattly or thuddy on close, it bugs the shit out of me. So yeah, it was just like, damn it. It's like all these right-handed ones are so good. And then the one that I'm trying to keep, lefty, just doesn't feel as good.
It's a little rattly.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Joe says, I took a Weeha to PVD. It held it up pretty well, but you could see a little bit of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was another question I wanted to ask you guys. I don't know if any of you would be interested, but would you want the Bender in a, I don't know if you want to hold one up, but would you guys want that in a frame lock? Or do you like it as an inset liner lock? Because if we're doing lefties, technically we could just do frame locks. The reason we do a lot of inset locks, bolster locks, is because we want it to be ambidextrous. But on a knife where we're doing lefties and righties, we could just do a frame lock. And then we could make it thinner. And I do think usually you have better acoustics and stuff with a frame lock versus like a liner lock. Now with the inset lock, they're usually really good, but I usually would prefer acoustically a frame lock over a liner lock. I don't know if you have the same opinion, but
generally, yeah. A lot of people love the liner locks, though, it seems. I mean, I feel like the action is oftentimes better on a liner lock.
Yeah.
Just less like, lock bar tension and
yeah. I think we could adjust the lock bar access a little bit on that. I don't know. If I recall correctly, I think I got just a little bit like, because it doesn't have a flipper tab, so it clears no matter what.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know if it was, maybe my thumb was just raw at the time, but it just felt like it was if I played with it a lot, it got a little bit uncomfortable on my thumb. Have you noticed that at all, or no? Maybe
Not
it was.
really.
Maybe
It
it
seems
was
like
just me.
it's kind of in that sweet spot, dude, for lock bar access. You know, there's plenty to grab there.
It's not really the access, more so like, you know how on the nip we ended up lowering it a little bit?
Yeah, I see.
I kind of feel like that would help, but
Yeah.
just a touch. I don't know.
I mean, the thing is like the access follows the thumb hole.
Oh.
So
Yeah, I wouldn't want to tweak the thumb hole. I don't want to make it lower.
Unless we want it to, like, you know, there might be some goofiness when it's closed here.
Yeah. I mean, if it shifted down even just like a millimeter, I don't know.
I mean, we could make some adjustments for sure.
Let's see. Positive vapor disposition. That's what PVD is. Thank you. You stonewashed before. Yep, exactly. So on the customer side of the pricing, how much more would we need to expect to pay for the knife? Are you talking about for DLC? So I don't have exact pricing because in one email they said it would be like $10 more, and then in another email it was 20 or 25. I can't remember. So that's a big difference because that's our cost. Then you got to factor in, you know, we have to charge you guys more, obviously. So I don't know. I think, like if we ever did a run of stout V2s and we added DLC, we'd probably just keep the price the same, just out of, you know, it should have been that way. You know what I mean? Should have been DLC because that's what we were advertising. But on a new knife, I don't know, if it's $10 more, then it would probably add like 15 or $20 to the price. If it's $20 more, it'd probably add like $30, $35 more. But honestly, after handling this, I think it'd be worth it. Like, I could picture a bender with a fucking mirror polished DLC. That would look
dude, that's
sick, dude.
That's such a cool finish.
Yeah, I didn't think I would like it as much as I do, but like knowing how well it holds up and then how it looks, kind of those things together make it really cool to me. DLC mirror wash is very cool. You mean kind of like a Spyderco Sleesh buoy, but with a DLC over it? That'd be pretty sick.
Are you unboxing anything tonight, man?
Yeah, you want me to open these prototypes?
Let's fucking get into it, dude.
Let's get into it. Oh, that sucks, dude. You got it today? Did you get it secondary or something? That sucks, dude. Caught it on camera? Oh, shit. Well, if you post a video, make sure you post another one when you get it back.
That was our shit?
It was the Stout V2 that he got, the Lefty.
That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, we'll take care of it. He says we are cursed. Yep, lefties are cursed. What's up, bro? Kev and Colin. What's up, dude? What up, Ed? How's it going, man?
Yo.
Last PVD knife I got was the Acorn. Nice, dude. I'm just trying to catch up, then we can. That makes no sense, actually, because I'm just going to get behind again. What's up, Lord Needham? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Member for 5 months. Review the Concept Cybin that drops this month. Which one's the Cybin?
Cybin.
I have this one from Concept. Oh, no, this is the Hinterland they sent me. This is actually really cool, but it's only got the stud on one side. But it's a cool design. I like that one.
Oh, Simon's Edgy Bladeworks thing?
Oh, it's a design from Edgy Bladeworks. That's cool.
Yeah, looks cool.
Sick. Yeah, I'll ask them if I can check one out, or hopefully they'll send me one. What's up, Matt Parker? What's going on, dude? Good to see you. Check this thing out. Get Good Screw sent me this.
Woo!
This is from Gen X Blades. I think it's a Chinese company. And this is called the Primark. They're going to be the international dealer for this knife. I'm pretty sure those are Zerk studs. And then you have Zerkutai inlays.
Is it an integral? Or
No.
Why do they have the lock bar thing? So
Look at that. That milling is insane, dude.
The lock bar inserts, yeah.
I know. It looks cool, though.
It does look good. Usually you see that on integrals, though.
I agree. I thought it was an integral at first, too. And then check this out, because I looked at the clip, and I was like, what the hell? It's loose? But it's a Hawk-style clip.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
It's really cool. And then it's got a compound grind. And it's in Vanex.
Damn.
Yeah. Pretty slick, right?
Yeah, that's a crazy grind.
Yeah. So shout out to Get Good Screw for sending this one in. Nice. You can use the code LeftyEDC over there. I don't know if it'll work on this knife, but it might. I don't know how much it is either, to be honest. Oh, they also sent me. I know you like the Sebenza, right?
Fuck yeah, I do.
But you don't like fat carbon. They sent me a fat carbon scale.
Oh, interesting.
But I'm pretty sure it's a right-handed Sebenza scale. So
is it a large?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're probably a small guy.
I'm a small Sebenza guy.
I was thinking, I don't know, what do you guys think in the comments? I was thinking this could be part of or the giveaway for members this month. I have to do that pretty much now.
I wonder if it's a 21 or a 31. I think it's a 21 because it has the hole.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a good question.
The 21 has the hole towards the back, kind of in the middle of the scale there.
The other thing they sent me, which I think it could be a good combo to put those together, because, I mean, not everybody's going to have a Sebenza, but most people have a bug out. They sent me these sick contoured, milled bug out scales. They sell all this stuff. I didn't know that.
It's like fish scale kind of pattern, huh?
Yeah, but it's contour, dude. It's got a really good contour. This would be extremely comfortable on a bug out. I mean, compared to Grivery, I mean, this would be sick, but I don't have one. So again, could be a sick giveaway. Maybe both of those together would be I mean, I'm assuming these are not cheap.
So who's making this?
Get Good Screw.
Get Good Screw, yeah.
Yeah, they make the bit drivers, and then they
I have
other stuff.
This is one of theirs, right? I think you gave this to me.
Yeah, I gave you that one. That's the Little Beach, I think.
I love this thing, dude.
Yeah, it's so good. I have I've had a bunch, but I usually give them away or sell them or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, here. Mine is this one with the wild ass.
Yeah, of course. Crazy one.
Yeah, and this is their new size. It's like I was working with them because the small felt too small and the large was just way too big. So I was like, you need a schmedium. Like,
is this a small?
Medium. Yeah. So they made a medium, but then the medium felt too close to the large. So they finally made this one, which is like the schmedium, and it's perfect. Literally the perfect size. So I don't know, maybe I got lucky, or they actually listened to me, because I felt like every time I was like, this needs to be just a little smaller, like they would do it until it was perfect.
No, I love this thing, dude. It's so good.
Yeah, and then I have the base too.
Oh yeah,
which is so worth it.
I don't have that. Of
course, I didn't pay for this, so it's easy for me to say that. But if I lost this, I would buy it instantly to replace it. Although Divo is working on a bit driver set. we're working on a set with our boy O. Show. I actually have a new one of his new knives. This is from Kaiser. This is the Bulldog.
Oh yeah, dude, that thing looks great.
It is great. He has the jimping up here for the pinch
Yeah.
grip. I told him last night, I was like, dude, the pinch grip is sick. And he's like, yeah, he's like, you got to have that jimping up there for tri-state. I was like, all right. The pink is cool. The grip is sick. It's aluminum. It feels so good in the hand. It's a great knife.
I've seen my Carta ones too, right?
Oh, I don't know. I thought usually they do like one version of something.
I think this is called the Bulldog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a my Carta version too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's got a great spring to it. It's really good. But anyway, O. Show, Oleg, he designed this. He designed the Doberman. He designed a bit driver, and we've been trying to get an OEM to make it. We have 2 of them, I think, working on prototypes right now. I should follow up on that. But yeah, Remet and Cavill knives, I think. I'm pretty sure both said they would work on prototypes for us. No, I think Cavill said they were going to look at the file and then it would take a while and then they get back to us, right? But Remet said they were working on, they were going to do the prototype.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, I could show you. I've shown it off before, but I love this thing. He actually is sending me like an actual titanium version that he has, like a shop in his country. I always forget where he's from. And I feel terrible because I don't think it's the Ukraine because, yeah, I feel bad just guessing. So I'm just not gonna, but anyway, there's a shop there that he had make a couple of samples basically, but they can't make like 50 of them. You know what I mean? So he's kind of calling those customs, and he sent me a couple, so I should have those soon enough. But we did some upgrades to it since this. Basically, the bottom here is going to be flat. It's not going to be the same on both sides. Although I kind of like this because it kind of makes it a fidget spinner.
Vu says he's in Ukraine.
Oh, he is? Okay. I assumed he wasn't because it seems like he's fine.
I mean, but there are people in Ukraine that are still okay right now.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Anyway, I thought it was Ukraine, but then I was like, there's no way. I guess it is.
I just got a knife from a Ukrainian guy. So
okay. All right. Sorry. I thought it was but anyway, this is the base, and it's essentially got a spinner thing on it. It's got a bearing and everything. And then the bits go in here. And again, the new version we did, it's going to be flat here. So it sits better on the table. And then this stands up on here. As soon as I got this, I was like, dude, we got to add magnets because this can just fall off. So he redesigned it with magnets, and it's the samples. It's been tested. Everything's good. So it magnetizes, and the way they set up, or whoever figured out the magnet strength, you can pick it up and it'll just come off. It won't like bring the base with it.
Oh, that's awesome.
But it's strong enough that it won't just like fall over, So it's like the perfect balance, I think. And then it has obviously a bearing back here as the spinner and a very comfortable ergonomic grip. And then it takes 1/4-inch bits, and then this actually unscrews, and there's another bit in here. So you now basically have a finger bit, like from Skiff, you could use on like a barrel situation. You have 2 drivers you could use. Not going to work as well, but I think for most things it would work just fine. And you also have storage for an extra bit if you want.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's sick, dude. He's got a design for another one that's like basically like a bit driver fidget toy. It's got all these different fidget things on it. So I don't know if he's up for it, but if that one goes well, then we could maybe do that one too. But he's a great dude, and I'm really hoping we can get it done, because I would love to work with them. So, so say $50 on our end to add DLC. I don't know if it would be that much. Again, if
I think it's just so I was looking at the
Depends on
emails. I think the $20 was like for all of the hardware. It was like blade, clip, screws. If it
well,
was just blade, it's more like whatever, 8.
yeah, but if you're gonna do,
I mean the hardware and clip are like less important to have,
I
DLC
guess,
versus
but
DVD.
you would think it makes more sense to just have it all DLC'd. But yeah,
Yeah.
if you're trying to make it more affordable, the important thing would be the blade. Although
Yeah.
the handle, if it was a black handle, you would want that to be DLC'd.
True.
So,
it
it sounds like it's that $20 mark. But what's the difference between a belt satin knife and if we did it, we'd probably do a DLC belt satin, wouldn't we? Although I wouldn't mind seeing a DLC hand satin. That could look pretty sick. But anyway, you're probably going to pay for the belt satin and the DLC, because I was thinking
it's going to
maybe
be
do a
expensive.
stone wash and then a DLC. Maybe it evens out the price because
Yeah.
the belt satin costs more. I don't know. Interesting thought, but we'll see what happens. I also got this in. This is a Axial Shift 3.0. USA made. Check out this clip. The clip is
nice.
fucking amazing, dude. It's almost like a titanium wire clip, almost. Like it's not, but it works that well, honestly.
That's like how Quiet Carry does a lot of their clips now.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And this is like an inlay. This is G10 on this one, but I think they're doing fat carbon and whatnot. And then they have that bearing system, the glide system, kind of like Guardian Tactical. And it's got aggressive jimping on the switch, and it's not like a soft switch, but you can fire it over and over. It doesn't hurt at all because of that glide system.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So much better than a Microtech. I mean, it's so much better than literally probably any OTF I've handled. This thing's amazing. And this is the Warney, which looks sick. Or sheep's, whatever they're calling it. So I've been rocking this. Really cool. All right. I will finally open this. Okay. I don't know which one's which. So, and also they said they were shipping the Gunstock, and then I got this like the next day. So, but I don't think there's anything else we were waiting on from them. So it's gotta be right.
I would assume.
So this is so these are the mini growlers.
Fuck yeah, this is what I'm excited about.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one too. I should grab one to compare.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they switched the clip.
What do you mean?
They switched it to the clip we asked for on the nip light.
Oh, good. That's great. Lower
versus this.
Yeah. Okay.
So much better.
Yeah.
So this is the Growler V2, and this is the mini Growler. It's almost hard to tell. It kind of seems the same size. It's not. Trust me. There you go. That'll show you.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Fucking perfect.
Dude, I'm so excited about these.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Holy shit. The lock bar. Oh, my God.
Access good?
Yeah, it's fucking perfect, dude.
I want to know how that titanium one turned out.
Oh, it's way different, dude. You changed it?
The what?
The lock bar access. It doesn't have the jimping, and there's more of it.
Yeah.
And it has like a really good chamfer.
Yeah. Yeah, we changed it for sure.
I don't know about the plunge grind. You know, gotta ask the experts on that. Always a fucking ordeal with us. I mean, it looks the same, but on the original, you have a lot more blade after the termination that you don't have on that one.
The plunge grind looks fine to me, I think.
It's hard to tell. It almost looks like a straight drop off, but it's not. So I think where it actually, man, it's a pretty quick drop off, but yeah, I don't know. To me, it actually looks good, but it's hard to tell. Anyway, that's not super important right now. That belt satin looks.
Woo!
Wait, is this a belt satin? This was the one that, yeah, so we switched it. Look at that. So that's the machine satin. This was the knife where they did the faux satin. Remember?
Yeah.
The faux belt satin. And then we finally got them to do a real one.
Yeah, dude, that looks so much better. It's a flat.
And the hole is like, the hole is just more accessible. Well, I guess I'm just used to it left-handed. But it just seems like, no, it's the same. But it's great.
Hell yeah, dude.
Somebody asked, is it a hollow grind? No. The Growler's always been a flat grind because if we try to do it as a hollow, it just ends up looking weird because they have to, when they do that, they have to like terminate the grind like here.
Yeah.
So you have this hollow grind, but it just looks odd, and it works amazing as a flat.
It's pretty thin blade and a really tall blade.
Yeah, because it's so tall, it works so well. Honestly, I think it would be a detriment to do it. Sometimes a flat is better. Like if you have a taller grind.
Yeah.
So that was the CF one. This is the blue one. So on these, we've never done a Growler in titanium. But on these, we went titanium. So this is blue titanium or blue anodized tie. It's not aluminum. I forget why we could never do. I forget why we could never do a titanium on the Growler. I think part of it was price point, and part of it was the liners or something. Remember, they were saying they couldn't do it.
I think it was mainly the price. There was a liner thing, but I think we were just the price we were trying to hit was.
Yeah, it's milled out completely in there. It looks sick. Dude, these are fucking money. Like perfectly sized for my hand. So you're going to love it.
It's my size, man. I can't wait.
So that's blue with belt satin again. I know it's going to be hard for you guys to see the difference, but trust me, it's so good.
It feels substantially smaller, right? I mean,
dude, we need to go to Kubi for the mini buzz.
Yeah.
Just,
yeah.
It would be this. I mean, it would be, it's just night and day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Best Tech's budget factory is not as good as Kubi. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Their premium stuff is better than Kubi, but
we live in the, you know, the Kubi price range, really.
Yeah. Jim says, Kev, you designed that for me. I don't know what you mean. Oh, the knife was designed for you. Got it. I thought you were saying that. So I'm like, no, I drew like what looked like a penis and explained what I thought it should be like, and then Colin drew this or designed this. So Colin designed this for you from a ridiculous drawing. That was probably the worst one, right?
It was pretty bad.
I don't know how you took that and came up with this. I think it was just because I was like, it needs to be all belly.
It was just the belly description that I
Yeah, dude, this one's fucking sick. All blacked
I
out.
like that one.
Oh my god, dude, these are so good.
This last one is the one I'm waiting for.
I know, me too. Me too. I'm thinking, I don't know, we'll see. We could see what Kubi has left in terms of camo carbon when we do the run and just see what they have and be like, just use it up. And we could just get like 10 of this, 10 of that, right?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So here, guys, this is the one we're both waiting for. We've been asking them to do a dark blast titanium. Basically, we want it to be like a Sabenza, like a Jack Wolf style titanium, that dark, not just like a bead blast. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, it looks good.
Oh, yeah. Fuck me, dude. Oh, dude. Now, I will say we should have belt set in this one.
What did we do? Stonewash on that one?
Yeah, we wanted to do a stonewash.
It's like a good working finish.
Yeah,
kind of thing, you know?
I agree, but I want this with a belt satin, so we're gonna have to do some at least with a belt satin. I think if we flip flop these, nobody would care.
Yeah.
If you did a stonewash on this.
Yeah, I care less about the blade finish, more about the handle finish, honestly. So like,
I just think this thing would be like next level with the belt satin.
Yeah.
Or even a hand satin. But
yeah,
we're gonna knowing us, we're gonna change the versions. You know, we're gonna do all types of shit. So fucking shit, dude.
I called dibs on that proto. That's a Colin. That's a Colin Maison Pierre.
It's already in my pocket. I'm gonna switch the blade, and then I'm just gonna send you a fuck you letter.
That's cool.
I'm just kidding.
I just want the handle. Give me whatever blade you want.
Oh yeah, fuck you, dude. The only reason you're getting this one is because of the fucking blade, you bastard. Yeah, that's why you talked me into stonewashing.
Yeah,
so you could keep it. Yeah, dude, this one's fucking. It has the best detent too. They're all good though, but that one's fucking like money.
Love it, dude. I'm pumped on these.
Yeah, like that. I mean, you hear it?
Yeah, sounds great.
This one's really good too. So that works out. We'll both get a. Maybe I'll. I mean, we're gonna end up selling these at a show or whatever. But for now, I'll take these two, and you can have the other two.
Perfect.
But you want me to send you all four?
Carbon one at some point, dude. Don't worry.
I guess we gotta send one to Justin.
Yeah.
See if he, because we've done all the Growler stuff with White Mountain, and he did say he wanted in on this, so we'll give him that opportunity. Obviously,
send him that one. Carbon fiber.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see if he even cares. He might not even care, dude. If I tell him it's fucking money, he probably won't even care. But either way, dude, this one though, I could see like smooth ultimate. No, I'm just kidding. Flame tie could be cool.
Flame tie would be good on that one,
dude. What about all Zerku tie? Price point. You know, I don't know. This is titanium now instead of we did aluminum, we did weave, and we did G10, right? I think that's all we did.
Yeah, that's all.
And 154 CM, and those were $100 or 109, I think. But we were way undercharging on those, to be honest, because I forget why. I think because we did the original ones in we did G10, weave, and aluminum. And the aluminum and the G10 one were more affordable. And the carbon one was it was a bit more expensive for us, but we didn't want to price it.
Yeah.
We didn't want to have one that was 99 and one that was 120. So we just called it in the middle, and we just did 120 or 109 on this. Sorry, 99 or 109. Then the code, obviously. But then you guys loved the carbon fiber, so we reordered. And then we were like, well, we're not going to change the price. So we left it. But yeah, it hurt us a little bit. We didn't make quite as much money as we should have on that. Whatever. Doesn't matter. But this is a new knife, and we're doing titanium. So it's probably going to be closer to like what the mash is priced at.
Yeah.
Because you're talking titanium and 154. We'll probably do 154, right?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, S90V would be dope, but I feel like most people care more about keeping the price down than they do about. Yeah. So I'm guessing it'll probably be like 140. Yep. If we do like ammo carbon, maybe 150, but you'll always have the 10% code. It'll be, 135-ish, I would think. Yeah. Give or take. I think with this one, we'll just price each version at what makes sense instead of doing what we did with the first one where we ended up fucking ourselves. Basically is what happened. Anyway, I sound like I'm complaining. I'm not. I'm just saying. God damn it, dude. No, I'm not sending you this one. Dude, I don't know if you can hear it.
It sounds amazing from what I can hear,
yeah. All right. So that was a huge fucking win. So now we got another knife we have to order as soon as we have money.
Great. Buy those nips.
Yeah, please buy the nips, guys. Please buy the tall boys. All right, then we have another knife you guys haven't even seen yet. What time is it?
It's 11:30 almost. I gotta go in a few minutes. So.
All right, you want to save it or you want to do the gun stuff?
No, you can go ahead and you can do it. I might have to leave in the middle of your unboxing, but.
All right. 154 is better than people realize. Yeah, I agree, dude. I think it's a very good middle ground. 154 CM and titanium or whatever, and keeping it at 150 or less. I don't know. So here it is, guys. This is the Gunstock, I think. Ooh, that one says Timascus on it. And that one says Purple Haze. What the hell? I don't remember doing all this.
That's the Gunstock for sure. We did those and those.
They're all CFs. Okay, this one's Black Pearl and Black Wash. I don't remember
inlays.
That.
So it's tie inlet or tie with inlays.
Junior Miz says need a Knives Fast and Divo collab. It's on the list. Oh, this looks good, dude.
What's up, Brian? How's it going, man?
Ooh, what is that with the tip on here? Why is it? Oh. Somebody's saying price question mark. Price on what? The one we just talked about? Yeah, we said we weren't sure, like 135. Oh my God, dude. This is the size that I thought the Bender was. And it's because of this knife.
Yeah.
This.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Divo Knives insert name. Right now we're calling it, we just called it the Gunstock because that was the pattern we wanted. I'm pretty sure on this one, I just said, hey, dude, we need to do a Gunstock handle with a sheep's foot. And Colin came up with this. Yeah,
it's
so
not even really a sheep. I think we changed it from a sheep's foot to.
Oh, right. And then we changed it to like a drop point or something.
More of a drop pointy kind
maybe
of
I could just open it.
Just open it.
Fuck. Oh
Yeah,
my
bro.
God, dude. It's like it kind of reminds me of the MASH, the original, but a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
It had like this is what I was talking about when you were designing it. It has that little bit of an upsweep. It's not, but it looks like it's angled up.
I think it's kind of, I mean,
It's a mental thing though, because for
Yeah.
me, I'm like I don't know if I love that it kind of looks like it's angled up. It's not though. If you look at the right here where it like there's no angle, right?
On the spine, it's probably angled up. I mean, is that where you're looking at?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I remember questioning it, and you were like, "No, it's not."
Well, we went back and forth on that a lot, and we landed on the design that was like canted up a tiny bit.
Dude,
it's subtle, but we landed on that one.
Feels fucking amazing, though.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Might need a little more lock bar, right? Always a thing. It's fine. It's fine, but I think it could use a little more. It does have a reversible clip. What the fuck is that? Oh, right, because it's a milled clip.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I really like how
we did on the
like the tall boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like this because it uses that wire clip thing, but I don't know, it still looks good. They definitely need to improve on inlays. There's clearly they're not flush. But again, this would be a 199 knife or whatever. Could be less if we did a different blade steel than S90V. But so you're not paying Riot Best Tech prices, but I do think they could do a little bit of a better job. Like you can see it.
Yeah.
A little proud. It's gorgeous. All right, let's look at another one. I know you guys are probably curious. What do you guys think? You like it? Everybody always asks that question. Is there a second deployment? You guys are all freaking fidget nuts.
It really fucks with the detent, man.
We're scared to do it. Like we did it on the Buzz, and that was the one knife where, and even the Lush,
like the Lush a little bit.
It works on the Lush. It works on the Lush because it's a fuller, you know.
Yeah.
And people seem to just accept it. On the Buzz, we did have people who were like, my detents, you know, like people either wanted it lighter or stronger, depending on what they got. And it's like, you know, if you have multiple deployments, you have to make sure the detent works for everything. And it's tough, man. Like I have the this Kaiser helmet and the flipper's great. It's almost too strong for the reverse flick. I fail it. Yeah. Because it's like too strong. So I would prefer that, obviously. But anyway, here's the electric blue camo. And by the way, dude, they did add more blue. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
That's way better. So this is the electric blue that's on the fireballs. And we asked them to add more blue to it than the prototypes. And they definitely did. You can see it's a much better blue. I bet you it might be fluorescent. Yeah.
Ooh, that looks crazy.
So it's a fluorescent blue on that now. So that's how the fireballs will be. That's sick. Yeah, Jim, the Buzz has a great detent. Yours does, but some of them were a little too light. Some of them were a little too strong. It's tough when you add another deployment. And I think personally, we just don't like having a bunch of deployment. Like we like having a hole, you can thumb it and you can reverse flick it. It does allow you to do multiple things. I don't know. Maybe I'm alone on that, but this looks great.
Nathan, what's going on, man?
Brian asked if there would be a non-inlay version. That's a great idea.
Yeah, we could do like a full tie, maybe some milling on it or something.
Did we do that?
No, all these have inlays for sure. But
you know what's funny? They actually put Timascus on this.
Or there's a Damascus inlay one.
Yeah, but they always call it Zircuti.
Oh, yeah.
So now I'm like, wait, what? All right. So anyway, this one has a stone. Oh, so this is Collins. Say hello to your new prototype. Dude, the hole, the angle, it's perfect. It's really good,
awesome.
dude.
Awesome.
Yeah. So here's the purple. I'm gonna save the Damascus for last. Hopefully that. Oh my God! Fuck. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, dude. I'm creaming my pants right now. This is mine. This is. Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
It's not
buddy.
Purple Haze, dude. They wrote Purple Haze. This is our. Oh my God. Dude, we absolutely hit a home run with that new color.
Oh, that's
This is the purple that we basically created.
Yeah.
This is camo carbon. They have this color called Purple Rain, but it has like gray and white in it, and I thought it looked stupid. So I asked them to get rid of that color. So this is just black and purple, and holy shit, does it look amazing. This actually, to me, beats Purple Haze.
Yeah, that looks sick, man.
That's what our tall boys are gonna look like. Oh fuck yeah, dude. It's a nice little preview of things. Oh, look at that. Fuck yeah, dude. Are you kidding me? Oh,
beautiful.
hollow grind, baby. Oh yeah, dude. Fuck. Dude. I wasn't that excited about this knife. I don't know why. I saw the prototypes and I was like, I don't know. But holy shit, dude.
Dig them. They're looking great.
I like fat carbon, but camo. Dude, that reverse flick is so perfect. Like, it just. And then you have the flat for the perfect choke up grip. And then you have the jimping. I don't know what we did here on the jimping. What's this about? We just went up to here?
Yeah, we just went up to there.
What about the patch?
I don't know. We don't do Vox style on everything, but we could. If it feels like it should be there, we should.
I think it should be there. Or we just extend it all the way, like the Growler. That could be sick, dude. If it went all the way.
That'd be a shitload of jimping.
Be fucking gnarly, though. Dude, I will say this is possibly the most comfortable knife I've held.
Yeah, ergo's good.
Ridiculous. That Gunstock thing is in the perfect spot for me.
Nice, good.
Yeah. The plunge grind. This one looks good to me. Like, it looks like it terminates early enough on this one.
Yeah.
And at the very least, we could probably just change this to a little.
Yeah.
You know? Look at this, dude. Oh my God. Thumb flick. Reverse flick. Oh yeah. Dude, I fucking love this thing. Holy shit. Okay. Damascus.
The dressed up version.
Holy shit, dude. I think in hindsight, I would have gone belt satin on this or hand satin. I don't even know if they could do that.
Brian, I think it's an internal stop pin. We designed it with an internal stop pin. Can you see the is it an internal stop pin? It's Kubi. They don't like doing this.
No, it's not. It's external.
But where does it land on when you close it?
Dude, hold on. Before I answer that, this is fucking sexy as fuck, dude. Look at this thing.
Hell yeah, dude.
I really thought their Zircuti was going to look like dog shit. It's nice. I mean, I don't think it's any worse than what you see from like QSP or whatever. I don't think it's quite as good as the Zircuit you see from other people, but look at that, dude.
Yeah, that looks sick.
That's fucking gnarly. Blackwash. Look at that specimen right there.
Birdie.
Dude, and the price on this? I mean, for a knife with all Zircuit inlays and shit, I bet you it's not going to be $400. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's cool. Like, even if it added $100, probably be way better than what you're going to see. I don't know the price or our cost, so I can't actually tell you. But I'm pretty sure it's not going to be ridiculous. We'll see. I really like this one. Dude, it's got great weight. Dude, this is a fucking home run, man. Inset lock bar, like the mash, where it travels down and then kind of just locks in right here. And then this whole side is milled out underneath.
Yeah, we designed it with an internal stop pin, man. Kubi just does not like to do that.
No, I think I remember something with this where they changed it and we went back. Why does that matter? It's good.
Well, Brian,
oh, you're talking about the choil thing?
Like where it lands on the choil.
Plenty of space. Plenty of space.
Okay.
So you could, if you're talking about somebody who wants to Dremel,
yeah,
they'd be fine. They'd be fine. I actually prefer a external one. We usually do it out of necessity. Like, I forget what the reasoning is, though.
I just find internal ones to be like easier to design because when the blade opens and closes, you don't have to worry about the tang clearing it or whatever. It's
the one thing I don't like about internal ones that we've had problems with
is it like a little
shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's in the blade. So depending on how tight people crank the pivot or whatever, they can actually squeeze the stop pin and it kind of shifts over to one side, fucks the centering up, totally fucks the action up.
Yeah.
I remember on the was it the
premium
pony?
The pony style, yeah.
Or the original style. We had to like kind of like pop them back into place. So I just kind of like them. This is fucking gnarly, dude. Yeah, personally, I'm thinking maybe just a little bit more access or just something there to make it a little more comfortable. It's good. It's not, it would be, you could put this out right now and it'd be perfectly fine. But we're trying to make it as good as we can, Yeah. The only other thing I see with it is, I don't know, you guys tell me, but the inlay on this side is shaped different than the inlay on this side. And I don't know why, but in my head, it kind of like fucks with me a little bit.
Yeah, there was a reason.
Like this is more pointed where this one's kind of more just cut off.
So they follow like the same, they follow the same line. It's just, so the one that's more pointed is like that way because the lock bar cut out.
Access.
And then the other one.
I really like how this side looks.
Yeah.
So it might be cool to just match them. I don't know.
There's like a little bit of a cutout on that side that follows the same line as the other side.
Funny thing is, the best inlay work they did was on the Damascus.
Interesting.
All the carbons, I can catch the edge. I can't on the Zircuit. It's perfect. Or on the Damascus. Well, this side I can catch a little bit. But it's a lot better. It's interesting, right?
Yeah.
Dude, this is... And, people, we only do fucking Warnies and sheep's foot. Well, here you go.
There's your drop point.
It still kind of feels like a sheep's foot to me. It's funny how that happens. Like the Growler is the same way for me. Like it's not, but it somehow still has that like aesthetic, like it's a sheep's foot to me.
Yeah.
I don't know how I say we, but it's mostly you. I don't know how you do that, but But I think that's cool because it kind of has a Divo style.
Yeah.
You know, DRTMI says no flippers. Yeah, there's no flippers on these. Yeah, all you multiple deployment guys, I'm sorry. Somebody was asking, they said it would be really cool to have a flipper on the bender.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Get the chaser.
After I don't have one. After holding this.
Well, to whoever asked for that, get the chaser because that's a flipper only.
Oh, right. Like, yeah, but that doesn't have you can flick it, but it doesn't have a hole.
Yeah.
But that one we wanted it to be a flipper only.
Yeah.
But you can flick it. It's just not, you can't flick it like out of a hole. It just flicks off the blade. Right. It's fine.
And this one, the bender, you would have to make some real
modified as fuck
serious changes to it to make it a flipper.
Dude,
it wouldn't be a hidden flipper when it's open, you know.
As soon as I handle this, dude, I'm like, the bender should be this size. This is perfect.
Well,
and I thought it was. When I got him, I was like, damn, this feels like it seemed bigger than I recalled us asking for.
Yeah.
Do you remember asking for it to be
I remember the overall length being 7.5 on the bender.
I remember saying 3.1 is what I remember. But maybe that was this one. That's where it's like we do too much shit.
Yeah, I think we just landed on a.
But maybe we need to have some variants. We can't make them all small.
Yeah, I mean, we have the chaser and this one that are going to be smaller, and the mini growler. Like, I think we should leave the bender as is. It feels great.
Yeah, no, it feels great. I just personally like them a little smaller.
Yeah, same. But all right, man, I gotta run.
All right, yeah, I'm probably gonna just show them a couple other knives and then do a giveaway. So, thanks for coming on, dude. Holy shit,
of course, man.
These both are fucking money.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, good chatting with you. Send me a couple of those whenever you get a chance. And
fuck no, you're not getting this one. Yeah, I will.
That's mine. That's mine.
Yeah. And the cool thing is now we have what 4 technically with the chaser prototypes that we can. So we have stuff to order when we're ready. We just need money at this point.
Yeah, exactly. We got to sell. Buy those nips. Yeah. Buy those tall boys.
We got to sell stuff. All right, dude.
All right.
Good.
You guys. Yeah, good hanging.
Yeah.
Take care.
Later, dude. All right. That was fun. Always good to see Colin. And fuck, dude, these are really good. Like, I'm stoked. I'm stoked on these. All right. Sorry. I do have some other cool knives you guys might like. I showed you that one from Get Good Screw that they sent me, the Gen X blades. This thing is wild as hell. But Reich sent me a knife too. They sent me this thing. It's called the Tissot. Look at this thing. It's fucking wild. Now, it looks like an integral because of the back strap. I'll show you in a second. That comes off. But it has, I always miss it the first time. Ah, got it. It's got a crazy looking blade. Isn't that like a Microtech Anax looking blade? I'll pimp your nips as much as I can. Thank you. Much appreciated, Marty. Thank you, sir. This thing's cool. It's got like a rim for a pivot, and then it has a inset lock bar in there, which is wild. That's what first made me go, wait, how is this an integral with that? Well, this is actually a little button, so you pop that down, and then you can actually take the back strap off. See if I can get it off. It's like I just don't want the blade to pop off. Let me just. I think you gotta push it up. Wait, did I do it the right way? Yes, it's off. There it goes. So you kind of get it off of there, and then I think here is where it kind of hooks on. So you got to kind of pull down, and then this comes off. So I guess technically this is integral, right? It's an integral backstrap. And the funny thing is, it actually kind of reminds me of our design with Stasa, the Fireball, where we did sort of a similar idea. It'd be cool if they sold these like with a lefty clip, or you could get both. And then here's the knife underneath. It's not an integral. This pin is actually held in by a screw. You see that little screw hole? There's a screw right there that holds that piece in that has the pin attached to it. And then that pin goes across to the other side. And then I don't know what holds it in over there, just pressure, I guess. And other than that, you have the pivot. So I'm not really sure how it stays together. So, oh, yeah, it just comes apart. So the back strap then holds it down. But you could, you could use it like this, I guess. Very interesting knife. And then you just pop that back on, pop that, and then it locks it in on that bar in there. And then you're good to go. Very cool. Reich Tissot. And I have another new knife, but I can't show it to you until tomorrow. So I'm not gonna do that. I showed you the Axial Shift 3.0. I love this thing. What else did I get? I think I showed you guys all these. Did I show you these before I went on vacation? This is the CMB Devourer. Very cool button lock. I do wish it was like a liner lock actuated button lock thing. Oh, I don't know if Brian is still here, Transparent Knives, but I sent him 3 Remet knives. So Remet asked me to find somebody that does HRC testing, like legitimate HRC testing, because they had a guy who made a video trashing their knife saying it was 56 HRC or something. So they wanted somebody to get like real testing done. And so I sent the Peregrine Falcon they sent me to review. I sent it to Brian, or I had Casey send it because he had it for review in the pass around. And Brian tested it. And then they sent me 2 new ones. They actually shipped me 2 new Peregrine Falcons. Those are like $250 knives. They sent me 2 of those off of Amazon. So it's $500 they just gave me so that I could have them tested. And I think that says a lot about Remet. If you compare that to the actions and whatnot of other Chinese OEMs, other Chinese companies, you're not really going to get a lot of that kind of stuff. But anyway, I shipped those today. The first one, Brian already got. He did the test on it. And that one came in at, what was it? 59, I think. I think it was like 59.1, 59.6, and 59.3. He poked it 3 times. Oh, that's a cool looking knife. Hell yeah, bird blades. Anyway. Transparent knife. So here they are. 59.1, 59.4, and 59.2. So an average of 59.2, I would say, on 3 pokes. And Remet said their HRC is 59 to 61, basically. They said usually they'll come in no lower than 59. They said they won't come in lower than 59, but it's 59 to 61. Now, we had somebody else, I think it was Love Them Knives, who sent a Remet off to a shop that does testing, and he got like a whole readout. And that one was 62, I believe. So once Brian pokes these other two that I just sent him, I sent him priority today. So hopefully he'll have them, and maybe sometime next week he'll have time to do it. We'll have a good baseline. You know, we'll have basically 4 tests that are legitimate, you know, calibrated machines that have poked them and shit. And we'll have a good idea of what their M390 is at. So I just thought that was interesting. I don't necessarily think 59.2 is good. It's definitely more acceptable than 56 or whatever he was saying it was at. But I did tell them, they said it won't come in under 59, or at least, you know, they try to make sure it won't be less than 59, and it'll be in that, I think she said 59 to 60 range or something. And I told her, I was like, it would be better for everybody if it was like 61 to 62, because I think you guys would be happier. The people who care would be happier, and it wouldn't be so bad on their consumables and shit that it would be unrealistic to do 61 to 6 or 6. What did I say? 61 to 62. You know, as a consumer, you have to understand that, yes, optimal is 63 to 64 or whatever. I don't know what it is for M390, probably 63. But as a company making hundreds of these things, they can't do perfectly optimal. They just can't. It has to be lower because they go through belts and all this shit, and there has to be a range and blah, blah, blah. So you have to have a little bit of common sense there. But I think on the other end of that, they have to know that they can't just put out soft steel, because then it, you know, makes no sense for the consumer. So there's got to be a middle ground. And I think with M390, that middle ground is 61, probably. Anyway, that's my thoughts. I'm not an expert, and that's probably as much as I'm going to say. But yes, you're just with a bit more freelance room. At some point, I got to bug Kevin, see if he'd like a badass photographer. Ah, cool, dude. That's possible, man. I mean, whenever we need pictures for the website, I definitely don't want to take them. And Colin does it. I told him, I was like, dude, if you need to order like a light box or something, get one. But maybe having a photographer would be good. We could just send you the knives to do it. Hey, the chat chilled a bit. What was wrong with the chat? I haven't noticed anything with the chat, but call your knife the Gunshot. Yeah, see, I don't think that's a great name for a knife. I'm trying to avoid names like that on our website, because Shopify is pretty you know, woke, and they, you know, I just don't think it's smart to have a knife named something with gun in it. Just being honest. If I want to make my life as easy as possible, you know, I'm sure we'd be fine. But anyway, this is the Devourer. Oh, he said Fed put the fire out. What happened? Is there any date on the tall boys? Oh yeah, Steven, sorry. You asked that earlier, my bad. No, because we didn't get them yet. The tall boys, we sent the wire, we sent the payment, but it's been kind of weird. Like, it's just taking forever. We just had another one that we sent, a different knife, different OEM, and it took like a week for them to get the wire. It was weird. So once those ship and get here, then we can have a better idea of the date. We also have to coordinate with the dealers who have exclusives. So my instinct, my guess on it is going to be early, probably mid-September. I'm guessing either the nip slip or the tall boy will be mid-September, and then the other one will be end of September. The Proof, that's a good one. I like that. Proof, that's a great one. The Proof. Yeah, we wanted it to kind of have a Gunstock name, you know, like something that made sense. I don't know, dude. It's really good, guys. It's really good. I don't normally get too impressed by our own knives because I know what's coming, you know. I like this better than I like the Bender, and I really like the Bender, but this is just, it melts in my hand. And maybe I was ready for something not so sheep's footy for once, you know. And the size, man, it is fucking perfect. God damn, this is nice. Stoked on that one. Anyway, there's also I think they're talking about Ed Harrison. Ed. Although I thought you were him last time, remember? Maybe that's what you're talking about. Yeah, dude, the shot, I get it. I just, that's not a bad one. That doesn't relate too much to firearms. Just trying to be careful with the names on the website. Every time we put a new knife up, they try to come after us because they're like, oh, you have they think they're automatics or something. It's dumb. Anyway, the car bomb, that's a good one too. Yeah. This is a new Dylan Mallory design, the Ace, AES. So I'm just calling it the ass, the ass. It's like a Southern person saying ass. It's a cool design, but the lock bar access is fucking atrocious. It's horrible. Yeah, it is absolutely horrible. So it really kills the knife for me. So I hope they change it because I literally cannot disengage this with my thumb, my right thumb. Fucking hurts, dude. Look at that indent. It's terrible. Ow, fuck, man. So cool knife, shitty lock bar access. Then I have the Hinterland from Concept, Morgan Cohen's design. He did the Shikari. Very cool. Just got the stud on one side. Bearded Blade says you guys are killing it with all the purple knife. Dude, we like the purple shit, you know? And I feel like people like it too. So we try to always have a purple version so people can collect a theme, you know? God damn, it's nice. God damn. And this thing, man. If that was belt satin, there's no way I would send this to Colin. This would be in my pocket right now. As is, I'm thinking about not letting them have it. But damn. Anyway, that's that one. Sorry. I'm sitting here going like, man, I really want to carry like 6 of our own knives right now. This is the Shikari button lock. Marty says purple is his favorite EDC color. Nice. Oh, it's the timer for, I'm trying to potty train my daughter at night. She's potty trained like normally, but at night she's still wearing a pull-up. And my neighbor told me the best way to do it is to just every 2 hours get up, take them to the bathroom, and then let them go back to sleep. And so I set an alarm to do that, but now I'm in a live stream, so I don't know what to do. I'll probably just end it here in the next 20 minutes. I need to go to bed anyway. But this is the button lock Shikari. It's a little bit more affordable too. Pretty cool. It's kind of for me. The flipper tab has no jimping, which ruins it. Needs jimping on there, but and then this one's sweet, dude. This is the Cavil Knives Mantis. It's a Pakal style flipper. Oh, I did show you guys this because I remember somebody was like, that looks like G10. And it does, but it's not. It's titanium and it's milled amazingly. It's got this bark pattern on it. And the D10 on this thing, oh, it's so good. Would be sick if it had a belt satin. It's got a machine satin. But look at this thing. It's fucking gnarly, dude. Literal talon grip. I mean, you're talking Velociraptor. grip. You can hold it either way. And it's got great action. I'm not a big self-defense knife kind of guy, but this thing's just sexy and has great action. So it's very cool. It's similar to the my buddy Justin, Tier 1 Gear and EDC Reviews. He has the scythe design with shielding. And it's a very similar design. Also very, very nice. This is a Tiguous design. One of my favorite designers. Very cool. And then I have some new Kaisers. By the way, if anybody is interested in this, let me know. I would sell it. This is the Arcane Brian Brown Volt. Cool knife. I got it dialed in with skiffs. Great detent. But I don't know. Gonna let it go. So if anybody's interested, let me know. I forget how much it was. It was like $340 or $350 or something. So, you know, I would sell it for, I don't know, $300, maybe $275. If anybody wants it, let me know. This is the Kaiser Assassin in denim with the clutch lock. This thing weighs nothing. Very cool. The only problem with this particular one is it has detent lash out the butthole, but maybe a new spring would fix it. I haven't messed with it yet, but other than that, it's really good. Kind of reminds me of the Elementum. So that's the Assassin in denim. This is that helmet I showed earlier, new Azo design. B Shady says, Kev, what you want? Well, there you go, man. For you, $275. DRTMI says, traded that Cavill I won from you for an MKM Isanzo. Okay. You probably lost a few shekels if you compare the retail prices, but it was free. So that's awesome, dude. I'm glad you got something you wanted. That's the important part. I wouldn't have kept that knife either. Chimichanga Cheeto says, I'll take it. Can't beat free. Or free is hard to pass up. Michael Santoro, what's up, dude? Relatively new here. Welcome, my friend. Sub last month. Glad there's a fellow lefty out here making EDC content. Hell yeah, man. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Someone was just looking for that exact one on knives on the secondary on Instagram. Ah, okay. Well, if you come across it again, let them know I have one. Jesse Adams, mine got tired of wearing hot diapers. Hot diapers? And wanted big girl panties. End of problem. She's 37. What the hell? The Kaiser Assassin's really good looking. Yes, sir. Don't you lie to me. That's a melted drop bear. I do like this helmet. It's got nested liners and really good action. I mean, it's a strong detent, but I'll take that over weak, you know. And the flipper's good. Jimping could be a little better, but then he had the Kaiser Infinity, another Azo. So they have like a line of these green G10 black blade things. These are proud liners on this one. So I wish it was nested like the other one. Great action on this one. Kind of nest mucky, spear pointy looking thing. All of these have reversible clips. And the last one is the Crocodile. This one has this really cool pattern, checker pattern or something in the G10. And it's got a choil. called the Crocodile. Again, Azo, flipper tap, excellent detent, only one deployment. Oops. Bigger knife. And this one you can flick, by the way. I sort of got it the other night. I don't know. There you go. You can flick it. And then there's the Bulldog. Really digging this. Black aluminum with texturing, pink accents. Beautiful blade. It's got that blade lower than the handle. You got that pinch grip kind of jimping up here. Very, very nice from O.Show. And then I have some I could open, but I don't know. I might wait. Nah, man, I got to do that Lefty. Blade was designed backwards. Kev is a lefty? Thought that was just you think it's marketing? That would be the opposite of marketing. I'm literally pushing away anybody right-handed and anybody who's a conservative. Because they look at my name and they go, he's a fucking liberal. I promise you, it is not political at all. The Isanzo is 200 euros. Damn, what is it? Some fancy ass version? Okay. The one I had was like G10 or something, or FRN. So maybe they have a new version in like fat carbon. We were talking about kids being over diapers. Got it. Yeah. Yeah. I really want to get that settled before we have the next kid who's coming in October, you know? My neighbor said it only took like a week or two. As long as you did it every night. I'm like, oh, God. Oh, see. Kev, it's Friday. Show that knife. What knife? Nice giveaway. What giveaways? What are you talking about? Hey, Kev, did you say you have some Kubies to unbox? Oh, hey, Luke. No, I just showed them all. Do you have a new one coming out, dude? Tell them to send me one. I didn't get it. If you have a new one. They also didn't send me the budget Veritas from Jacob. So I don't have either of those if you have a new one. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you, Lute, about doing some CAD work. I don't know if you're still doing that for people, but we were thinking about moving one of our designs to another OEM, but the current OEM won't give us the CAD file. So you know this, but some people don't. The way Colin does it is he does the design in Illustrator, and he does it like complete, like as detailed as you can. He does internals, detent ball, stop pin. He does all that shit. He can open and close the knife and all that shit. He basically does it as far as he can go, like CAD, but it's just not CAD. He's trying to learn CAD, but I think he's just been so ingrained in Illustrator. It's actually his job. He uses Illustrator that it's hard for him to try to use CAD. Anyway, so is there any way you could reconstruct a knife for us if we sent you one? Would you be able to like create the CAD based off the knife? If that makes, I don't know if that makes sense, but if that's something you do or could do, let me know. We could pay you obviously to do it, but we want to get this knife made by somebody else. And yeah. What about a knife called the Pub? That'd be a cool knife for like a little fat knife. Although the keg would be a good one too. Yeah, dude, I got another one of those in the basement. It's a lot of peanuts, isn't it? Yeah, I use them for packing shit. It's just easier to have a giant bag, to be honest. Yeah, man, I still do CAD for other designers for sure. Okay. Yeah, let me know if that's something you could do. Like just recreate something off of an example. We could just send you one and then you could do it. I don't know. Yeah, obviously, yeah, and then we could do the changes. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, perfect. Okay, great. Yeah, let's talk on Instagram and figure that out because I want to start. I want to start that process. Michael Santori, I'd love to get some designs out there, but I have no idea how to get into a contact with an OEM. Well, you really just need to email them, dude. You can go to their or go on Instagram and hit them up. It's very easy. But if there's an OEM you're trying to reach and you want their contact, let me know. I'll send it to you. I connect people with OEMs all the time. I mean, there's some I don't work with or I can't help. But if it's one that I know, I'll definitely help you out. Yeah. I thought Church Key would be a dope name too. How's my pool doing? Great. Yeah, ever since we got the deck done, and then we actually added a trellis or a portico or a gazebo. I don't know what the hell you call it. It's a thing with like boards on the top, like a roof, not shingled, but boards on the top to block the sun. And then we have curtain rods or whatever you call them, rods on the back and the side, and we have outdoor curtains on it so we can block the sun out from certain areas because our deck gets smashed with sun in the afternoon to evening, which is when you want to sit out there, and it's brutal. So we had this thing built. It fucking came out amazing, and yeah, so that's been great. And then the pool's been great. The kiddo wants to go in the pool every day, which I love. She's learning how to swim like backwards. It's so funny. So for a while there, she would want to get in the pool, and then she's like, "Daddy, I want to learn how to swim," which means that's code for I don't want to wear my fucking floaties anymore, and I want you to hold me the whole time. So I'm like, okay, you want to learn, and I'd kind of try to get her to swim or whatever, and she would try to like get to me or whatever, but I couldn't like get through to her to do strokes or whatever. It was just difficult. And then we went on that trip and we were at the pool at the house we were at one day and we found goggles. Some kid left goggles or something. And the one cousin was wearing them. And then Sabrina was like, "Can I try? I want goggles. I want goggles." So the next day we went to like Walmart and I got her goggles because she was just kept asking about them. And it fucking clicked, dude. It's like, no shit. She needed goggles. She couldn't fucking see. She would, every time she got near the water, she would close her eyes. And then who the hell is going to learn how to swim with their eyes closed? I'm an idiot. So as soon as she got the goggles, she was like fucking dolphin. Like, but only underwater. It's so weird. So now she pergola, yeah, but it only has three posts. So that's why they were calling it a trellis. But basically it's on the corner of our deck. So imagine, the corner of a deck. And then there's a post here, a post on the corner, and a post here. And then it obviously up, and then there's boards across the top to block the sun. It's not meant to be waterproof, although I kind of want it to be. And it was a whole thing. I was supposed to add a fan, but it isn't waterproof. And the contractor basically misunderstood me and then fucked up. Anyway, it's a whole thing. Not a big deal. Anyway, but then we have curtains on the side, the back and the sides. And dude, it's fucking amazing. No lie. But anyway, yeah, the kid started just swimming underwater. Like she'll literally not like, she's 4, but she can swim like halfway through our pool underwater. But I'm trying to get her to like come like take a breath out of the water, trying to get her to just take, like breaststroke and learn to swim out of the water, but she's just like underwater. It's hilarious. Yeah, treading water is hard to learn. She's getting there. I mean, she needs swim lessons. But for learning on her own, like with the dumbass dad trying to teach her, she's doing pretty good. Like, she could probably survive. Like, she could get to a wall or something. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway. Ah, cool. All right. Well, that's good. Don't worry, Be Shady. Kev will sell it. Yeah, I mean, once we order them, we usually sell most of the prototypes once we put the order in. But we just got them, obviously. For now, I'm like loving them. I mean, I do love them, but anyway. I'm not moving any Divos. The last things I was trying to sell is the Raikou and Luft RWB. That Luft is really sick, man. Name a Nuck the Roofie. That's hilarious. But yeah, it's kind of like a triangular pergola, if that makes sense. Yeah. But I mean, I'm impressed. She's a girl. She's 4. Like, all her cousins, nobody else wants to go underwater. Like, they're all afraid to go underwater. They don't want to get their hair wet, or they're afraid to go underwater. She can hold her breath. She can go under. So now when I give her a bath, sometimes she'll just like dunk her whole head underwater to get her hair wet instead of me having to, like, I'm a fucking brute. Like, I just pour a bucket of water on her head. I don't know how you guys do it. You use like a nozzle thing, and I'm just like, pfft. So I think that's part of it. She got used to that early on, just getting doused with a bucket. But anyway, yeah, boys they're little bitches, man. It's kind of funny, actually. All the little boys in our family, like, 3, 4, 2-year-old, whatever. I mean, yeah, she's pretty much more like courageous than they are. She'll go underwater. She's like all up in the pool, swimming all over the place. Like, she'll just, she does it to a fault where, like, we have to stop her and be like, dude, you have to make sure one of us is like looking when you jump off the side and start swimming to us underwater. Because occasionally she doesn't make it and she starts like, she stops and then you have to go get her. But she'll just like, nobody's paying attention. She just jumps off. Obviously, we're always keeping an eye on her, but it's just funny. Like, almost the entire time we were at the pool on vacation, she wanted to climb out of the ladder and then jump off the side of the pool, go underwater. She's like, Daddy, don't get me for 5 seconds. And she would jump. She would try to cannonball in or pencil in. And her goal was to like hit the ground. So it was like 6 feet or 5 feet. She wanted to touch bottom. And then she wanted to like be underwater for 5 seconds before I would grab her. Just strange shit like that most kids are not wanting to do. But I don't know. Maybe I am biased. She is my kid. All right. What do I want to do, guys? What time is it? 12:20. Let's open these couple of knives I have left here. So I have this Kubi knife. I don't know what it is. They sent it to me, and I haven't opened it yet. I think it's like a goofy looking one. I remember they asked me if I wanted to check something out, and I was like, eh. Yeah, and it's all. Speaking of smooth Ultim, So that has milling all throughout. So that answers one question some of us had, was whether they would do like a milling completely on a knife with Ultim. So they will. But yeah, this just looks so much better. Like, look how clear it is. And this has more of like it's almost like blasted looking. I much prefer how clear that is. It just looks so fucking clean. This looks good, but this is fucking ridiculous. Again, I'm biased though. This is pretty cool. I mean, not my style, but it says Muzi design. M-U-Z-I. Muzi. It's got finger grooves and they don't fit my hand perfectly. It's okay, but like I'm kind of stuck on this one a little bit, but that's why I don't love finger choils. It's very hit or miss. I mean, I love finger choils, but like on the handle, it can be hit or miss. This one doesn't work for me, but it is pretty cool. So that's that knife. I don't even know what is it called? KU181C. And this is in 14C and Ultim. And this does have studs and a flipper tab. And it's dialed for both, so that's good. The clear is definitely better looking. Yeah, totally agree, dude. All right, this one is from Best Tech Man. And this is the Cicada's Wing. 10 CR, 15 MOV. This is in pink, painted. Pink painted. Interesting. Is this the one that was from... So I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple months ago, there was a knife from Best Tech Man, and it was the Cicada, I think. No, it was called something else, and it was the daughter of the owners, and it was her design. She's like 8, and it looked like an insect. It looked like a cicada. It was like a cricket, right? This, I think, was designed by her brother. The Cicada's Wing. There is actually a thing in here. Here it is. Cicada's Wing. We plan to launch on July 26th. Okay, so I didn't fuck that up. Oh, so this is Ultim too? Yeah, the Kiki, the QQ or whatever. Are all button locks lefty friendly? Never owned one yet, but I've owned virtually every other lock type. Are button locks some button locks are, some aren't, man. It depends, because if you're gonna reverse flick it, it's really important how your hand lands on the button, because a lot of button locks that you reverse flick, my finger literally is on the button and it ruins it. So what I would recommend for you is to get one of these. This is a CJRB Pyrite, and this is the Warney in Lefty. So you can get a Lefty button lock Warney Pyrite. And then you don't have that problem because your finger's on this side. But if I try to flick this right-handed, what happens is my finger's on the button. So it depresses it a little bit and it fucks with the detent. It makes it softer, or it just like flops out. So it depends on the knife. Anyway, this thing is cool, man. It's light as hell. Dude, this thing's dope. I mean, it's pink. It's fucking weird, but... And is this Ultim? Or is it that other shit? So it says, thank you so much for taking the time to look at our Cicada's Wing. It was designed by the Best Tech team. So this is not the knife I was thinking of. Because many customers want a bar lock, which is thin, light, easy to open, and reversible clip for both sides, so we developed such a knife, Cicada's Wing. The name came from its lightweight and feeling, which is like a cicada's wing. It features 10 CR15 MOV, blade steel, and G10 and Ultim handle. It is a bar lock knife with an overall length of 7.2 and a blade length of 3.15. The blade was painted in different colors. So this is not DLC. It's painted. It is available on their website and on Knife Lounge, Germany, White Mountain Knives, and Blue Ridge Wholesale, and so on. This one's in Ultim. So that's curious because it's almost clear looking. It's like a off clear, an opaque. Is that the right word for that? Isn't it funny that every crossbar lock knife, almost every crossbar lock knife, looks like a bug out handle? I mean, that's almost a bug out handle, isn't it? Isn't that wild? I mean, obviously it looks nothing like one. I actually like this blade better. Dude, it is so lightweight. How much does it weigh? Let me, hold on. Ow, fuck. Two ounces. 2 ounces. 2 to 2.2 ounces. Which reminds me, the Nip Light, this is 2.5 ounces. In case anybody's interested. I really like this, not gonna lie. I actually like the handle material and I like the pink. I love the spring tension's perfect, man. It really pops. Probably not a great reverse flick though. Not bad. I gotta reverse the clip, but is it adjustable? Does it have that system like everybody else now? Hard to tell. No, I think it just has one hole. So she said. Man, I really like this. I like the pivot too. It's got that weird B. Yeah, it's fucking cool. All right, that one's cool. So I do want the Nip in Ultim. Hell yeah, dude. So sick. I love the milling. The little milling pockets you can see through. You can see the blade. And then you can see like the stop pin moving. Look at that. And you can see the detent hole. Pretty cool. It's a cool way to kind of show your knife's internals, mechanisms, and everything. All right, next. This was signed by Selena. She's the owner of Best Tech. This one is a Best Tech Knives knife. Easy enough to take the paint off. This is a heavy freaking knife, and it's called the Mantidae. And this is the one designed by Selena's other child, Lucas. And it says Lucas right there. And it's in the shape of a praying mantis. That's right. Dude, I did not expect that thing to come out of there. Did you expect that? Later, Dr. Drew. Did anybody else expect that thing to come out of there? Dude, Paul, I know, man. Isn't it weird? He says, I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Ultim looks nice on your knife. I'm with you, man. I don't like it either, but it just looks. I'm glad that it's not just me, because I thought maybe I was just giving it a little bit more credit because it's, our knife. but it just looks so good. All the edges, like, it's just, when you handle it, it's even better. Like, look at how rounded everything is. It's just so slick. It's so smooth, but it's not like slick. It's not going to fall out of your hands. And then we have the milling as well to, give you that grip. Excellent in hand. Thing's fucking sick. All right. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't see this blade coming. Look at that tip, dude. This thing is wild. It's a little thick, a little heavy, but I was just holding that other knife that was 2 ounces. It could just be that. Don't love the lock bar access. Detent is money. There's no access. Maybe a little. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Ow, that really hurt. I know this thumb is a little raw because of that other knife. Left-handed, it's easy to disengage. So we have 2 knives today designed after a mantis. This one's called the mantis. And this one's called the mantidae. $14C on this one. Pretty cool. I mean, 12 years old, he designed this. He obviously had help from Ostap Hell, I'm sure. But really, really nice. Got to give these kids credit. I mean, I know it's marketing and whatnot, but still cool that they're doing it. I think you got to give Best Tech credit too, Let me give you a date on that one, in case anybody was looking for one. July 26th. So this one's available as well on White Mountain or anywhere else. Cool. Did you see the compact Padre? Yeah, it's called the Compadre. What a good name. What a great name. Compadre, compact Padre. Yeah, I'm hoping they send me one, but I'm not going to buy one. But I do kind of want to check it out. I'm just not going to spend for it. But I did say I wish they would make a smaller one, and they did. So that's good. Good for them. What up, Shield Knives? Did I already say that? I saw your thing pop. Sorry for being late tonight, but hey, guys. Sup. All right. I do have a couple other things, but let's just wrap it up. I'm going to do a giveaway. What should we give away is the question. I'm trying to look. I have so much shit here, dude. It's insane. Oh, wait. There was one other. Hold on. This is from Casey, and this is a, well, you guys might have seen it if you follow him. I think there's a new Kershaw in here. So there's 2 things. Seriously with that paper, dude? Okay. So there's a Kubi. Let's just check that real quick. This is the Mizo, right? I think it's the Mizo or Muso or something like that. He said he thought I'd like it. It's this one. I do like the handle. Ooh, it's a Tiguous design. You guys know I love Tiguous. I think it's a flat grind in the back here, but interesting. Oh, that's right. I think he said it had a little bit of lock rock or something. He wanted me to look at it because he took it apart I don't know if he thought maybe he assembled it wrong or something. But it does. Has a little bit of rock. Seems like it might be the lock bar. Like it lost some of its spring tension. Cool knife though. I dig it for sure. Not a huge fan of clips like this because they usually get you in the palm. Yeah. They get you in the palm. And that's unfortunate. So I like the idea of clips like that. We tried it once, but in the hand, they're just not good. So anyway, that's the Mizo. I'll put it over here next to the other Tiguous. And then there's a Kershaw. This is it says 50-year anniversary thing, limited edition. Certificate of authenticity. It's called the Tilt. And I guess they asked Casey to send me this, and then I have to send it back to them. So I don't know if it's out yet. I don't know any of the details. It has looks like it has a lock bar attached to the frame. Ow, Charlie horse. Oh, man, my right leg just cramped up hard. Like it has a liner, like the frame lock is attached. We'll look at it. Weird flipper tab. The fuck is this? It's been available a while. Okay. This is $500? Is it an integral? No. It does have a lot of stuff going on that carbon fiber. Like, look at the carbon fiber. It follows that thing on the blade, and then it goes around. It's very interesting. It's a odd shape. It's got a rattle when it closes. Maybe a little bit of lash. I mean, the detents, you can hear it. It's definitely solid. 2 different blade steels, somebody says. It just says crew wear on it. What's the other blade steel? What are you talking about? Or you mean it's like a hamon or whatever they call it, where it's part of it down the center is a different steel? It has lock stick. Hear it? Oh, no, it has a steel insert. It's in there. So it's just not. Well, it's getting better. Maybe it just had oil on it. Let me, yep, it's got oil. Let me clean that up. $14C on top, crew wear. That's cool. Definitely interesting, right? Something's like loose. It's a little bit loose. There's no like real pivot to tighten. I guess you could. What is that? It's not lash. Something's like rattling. Something's off. I think there's like a screw loose in here. Interesting. I'd have to take it apart, but I doubt they want me to do that. Wild design, though. Comfortable in the hand. I don't love the handle design. I'm not a big fan of pistol grip knives. I will say it looks freaking cool. It's actually comfortable. It's actually really cool. The milling is crazy. Look at the milling on the micro milling on there. That's very cool. Dude, that's literally, so the lock bar is mounted under the clip there. So this is a separate lock bar that's mounted on there. That's freaking cool. Definitely interesting. So cool. I will check that out. Oh, I also got this Barlow, Otter Creek Barlow. I can't even open it because of the nail neck. So smooth. But that's from Rosecraft. That one's pretty cool. All right, let's do a giveaway and get out of here. Sorry, I have been all over the place. All right, what do we want to give away, guys? Jesus. Oh, how about this? How about this? This is the Riot PLXT. So this is Riot's pivot lock thing. I'm not a big fan of it, but I think it's a cool giveaway knife. And big shout out to White Mountain Knives. They're the ones who sent me this to pass around and give away ultimately. So this is Blue G10. It has a little lock on it on the side. You can lock it up or not. I don't know why it's not working. Or you have to push in. Oh, it's not working. I know it was working when I sent it off, but if somebody else took it apart, could be they. I don't know. Anyway, it is a drop point blade and it has the pivot lock. The lock is solid as hell. I mean, or the lockup is really good. Drops down. Oh. Fuck me run. What? Why wouldn't it lock closed? There you go. Now it's locked. It'll let you disengage it a little bit, but it can't close. Why wouldn't it let you lock it when it's closed? That's funny. Anyway. It's a thick boy. Pretty thick knife. It's in Nitro V. And I think these were like $112 or $120. The detent definitely got better. When I had it, it felt pretty soft. So I think either somebody took it apart again and fixed what I did, or it just broke in because it feels really good now. So that's the PLXT from Riot. That'll be our giveaway, okay? Hopefully you guys are cool with that. And don't forget, the Divo Nip Light drops on August 15th at 1 p.m. Eastern. I will be letting you know every day until it has. No, I'll have a live stream next week, and then I'll have a live stream the night of the drop. So hopefully it'll be a good live stream, but I'll be reminding you. Let's give this away. What's the hashtag, guys? Hashtag thick. Cool. Sounds good. Hashtag thick. giveaway tool. Okay. Started the we already have 20 entries. Awesome. Dude, it feels so good to be back in the saddle, baby. Back in the saddle again. Doing live streams. I filmed some videos the last couple days. It's been weird. I didn't do anything on my trip. Oh, I did. I filmed one video and I posted it about vacation EDC, but other than that, I didn't do any content. I was just trying to chill, you know? Which was nice. It was good to recharge, you know? But now it feels really good to be back. So, no CK? Question mark? What's a CK? No CK. I don't know what that means. Oh, duh. For thick? Yeah. Sorry, took me a minute there. That's how you spell thick. THICC, you know? Can't believe you only took 3 knives. Yeah, well, I didn't want to be like choosing every day. And you also have to remember I have a 4-year-old and there was a bunch of kids there. So I was trying to be careful. I didn't want to have accessible knives all over the place, you know. I guess I could have brought a case, but I already had so much shit I had to bring. So I just brought 3 and I mostly just carried my stout. That knife deserves 3 C's. Yeah, dude, it was great, man. My brother, they live in Holland, and so, you know, we don't get to see them but once a year if we're lucky. So, it was great seeing everybody and hanging out. You know, I don't get to see my nephews very often, so they're actually still in country for another couple of weeks. So my mom came today. She picked up my daughter from daycare and she brought one of my nephews. So they had a good time tonight. And then we'll have dinner and stuff this weekend. So still good. Yep. It was a full truck pretty much for a week. All right, you guys ready? I'm going to pull the winner here so I can get my kid on the toilet and go to bed. Some grilling by the pool. Hell yeah, dude. Love it. On my new Napoleon grill. That thing's so good, dude. I've done rotisserie wings a couple times now, and it's fucking amazing, dude. If you guys have a rotisserie thing on your grill, you got to make wings on it. It's fucking amazing. The fat just kind of like goes around with the wings and they kind of just cook in the fat. Dude, they get so like perfect. It's amazing. I need to make them and then put hot sauce, like make hot wings on it. I think it would be perfect. You gonna pull a wiener? I don't know. Maybe. All right, here we go. Good luck. Riot PLXT. Who's getting it? Oh, Michael Santoro with the win, baby. Hell yeah, dude. Congrats. All right, Michael, I put my email in the chat, LeftyEDC88@gmail.com. If you would be so kind as to shoot me an email with your address, I will get this out to you. I'll probably ship it tomorrow, most likely. Otherwise, it'll be over the weekend or whatever. But I'll throw some stickers in and whatnot. By the way, this is PVD, not DLC. So, hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir, with the win, baby. He says, thank you. You're welcome, dude. Thank you to White Mountain Knives. They are great people, great dealer. If you guys ever order knives, go over to White Mountain Knives. Use my code Lefty10, and they sent me this a while ago, and then I passed it around, and now it's back. Now it's yours, which is cool. So shoot me that email when you get a chance, Michael. Again, it's LeftyEDC88@gmail.com. It's in the chat here. It's also linked to my channel and everything. But yeah, guys, thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. It was a blast hanging out again. It's been a minute. I'm really stoked on these knives, man. The Gunstock, that's what we've been calling it so far, is fucking sick. It's sick, dude. And the mini Growler is gonna be fire. And then the nip light, I could really make a case for any of the versions, honestly, to be my favorite. I do think right now it's the Ultim. I'm just so like baffled by how much I like it. So anyway, don't forget those. $8.15, baby, $99. We made them as affordable as we could. So hopefully you guys enjoy them. Anyway, call it the Saloon. Yo, I kind of like that. You, my friend, might have just came up with a name. Level on up. Thank you, sir. The Saloon. Let me text that over to Colin, see what he thinks. Wow, I just opened my phone and it pulled up Instagram, and this chick, I don't know where it went. It was just this chick in like a yellow bikini, and it was just the weirdest thing it was just like a flash, and then my phone loaded. I kind of wanted to see the post. Oh, they're showing all the Militas here. Look at this. I had that purple one too. That one was sick. Yeah, the keg is a great name, but we want to use that on like a small fat knife. You know what I'm saying? Not on just any knife, if that makes sense. Trying to find this post so I can show you what popped up on me. Caught me off guard. I don't think I'm going to find it. I'm not going to keep searching. Oh, look at this thing. That's wild. All right. Anyway. Oh, yeah. I was going to text him. What was I saying? The Saloon? The Saloon for the Gunstock. All right. We need to have a rule. If you come up with the name, then you should get like a free one or something. Once it comes out, you should get a free one. We just have to keep track of who came up with it. That's the hard part. But oh, he says, Lefty, it was a Berg Blades post. Hold on, let me see. So was it like was it supposed to be like a flash? Like you just see her and then. Yep, there it is. Break the algorithm. Since naked chicks are okay to display, here's some pics of my tick. That's what popped up, and I was like, and then it was gone, and I was like, wait. That's great. All right. Anyway, Thank you guys. I love you. Oh, can I see the nameless knife again? Yes. Here it is. The saloon? What do you guys think? The saloon? I like speakeasy too, but saloon kind of gives the reference to Western. Western gives the reference to Gunstock. It links for me. I love the hole shape on this one. It's just cool looking. And then it goes into the grind or into the belt satin. Yeah, I dig. Saloon works. Yeah, I think it works pretty well. All right, I'm going to shut up. Love you guys. Hope you have a great night. I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully next Thursday I'll be on. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the Saturdays anymore. I think Javon stopped asking me anyway because he knows. But bootlegger would be good too, but less related to Gunstock. Well, I like saloon right now, but we'll see what he says. Love you guys. Catch you later. Peace.